Happy New Year, podcast pals. Danny here to give my daily love to everybody at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Just a quick brag, I'm a Smart Club member. And yeah, it's a big deal because when the polar vortex hits, your house will let you know real fast. That's why right now is honestly the best time to do comfort upgrades. Standard's running a ton of specials right now. Things like whole home humidifiers to fix that dry winter air, UV lights to help keep the air cleaner, and ERVs that bring in that fresh air without dumping the heat. Trust me, you will notice a difference in a big way. Be cozy this winter. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930. Online at standardheating.com.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93.
So this is what life is like on the surface of the moon, huh? 200-300 below zero, very few signs of life. Josh is currently surviving solely by consuming his own fluids.
I've always wanted to do it, but now I've got an excuse. At least it's not as windy as yesterday. My goodness, I was not expecting that.
That was crazy.
It was like a blizzard by my house last night.
She was blowing.
Kind of cool looking, but I bet if you were on the roads, that sucked quite a bit. And my house was making noises I've never heard before, and I was home alone. And so either ghosts come out in freezing weather or my house might be in some trouble.
It could be two burglars coming to rob the place.
The frozen bandits?
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
That's probably it.
Welcome to one cold-ass broadcast of the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. Yeah, it'll part your hair for you this morning.
As Babyface Destroyer Jesus said, it's so cold you can hear it. Yeah, there is something to that. It was where everything's steaming. I'll tell you what, on my way in today, it was very lightly traveled. Didn't see the only car I saw, two cars, and they must have had some engine trouble. They were long gone, but they were pulled over to the side of the road.
Now that would suck eggs.
Oh, I can't even imagine. Did you guys pack a winter kit or anything?
I always have one in my car.
Do you? I never have. My mom would always get on my case about it. I always thought, I'll be fine. I never once have. It's going to get me someday.
Yeah.
The winter survival kit.
Did your parents ever get on you guys about that?
Oh, absolutely.
It's crucial.
Our mother mentioned it once or twice, but as you know, Josh, they didn't really truly care.
It just seems like something you should say as a parent.
You knew them. You knew they didn't ever really truly care. I remember my mother saying something about a winter survival kit when we were young, and I thought it sounded so dopey that still to this day, I don't think I could put one in my car.
You'd rather just die?
Oh, you're not going to freaking... how am I going to die between...
I'm kidding.
Maybe if I was way up by the border or something.
I don't miss parking outdoors. I'll tell you that much. Like scraping and fingers crossed your car starts.
Yeah, I don't want to hear anything about from you yuppies with your heated garages in that other studio right now.
Hey, my garage isn't heated.
Okay, well, you still have a garage,
It's
actually.
pretty cold.
I
still.
grew up without any of that. I didn't have a garage until maybe close to 30 years old. So I know what you're going through.
We finally cleared it out like this past summer. Otherwise, like last winter, I didn't park in the garage because we just had so much crap in it.
I did put in a garage heater though.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Good for you.
I'm so jealous. I want one.
I'd recommend Apollo Heating, Air, and Plumbing.
Oh, all right.
Call Apollo.com.
The winter survival kit.
Yeah,
Nah,
my mom still calls every time it's going to be cold or when I travel with my baby, especially now. She'll make sure, make sure you have extra jackets and make sure you have extra stuff for him if you break down and he's cold.
Yeah,
I've never done that either.
If I was taking a car ride this morning from Bewabic to Fargo, then maybe. But yes, I remember that being brought up once or twice back in the day.
Going to be a busy day for, I'd imagine, HVAC folks and plumbers and stuff like that. Read a couple articles about plumbers saying sometimes in weather like this, they're up for 72 hours responding to boilers and burst pipes. And
Dude.
we found out we've had a couple burst pipes at our house.
That sucks.
I know.
Well, wait a minute. You've had everything.
Right. There's a lot.
Yeah.
We have. It's kind of crazy. I must have been
Told you.
some sort of evil dictator in a previous life, because you're right, a lot of stuff's happened, but
I told you to get out of that friggin' house.
my wife won't let us. But we found out our pipes, they have pipes run on some exterior walls, which I was told you're not supposed to do. And they were not insulated, and there was no insulation. Well, you guys know this. There was no insulation in my attic.
Yeah.
It's a friggin' nightmare. So if anybody has that, I've seen that before. We got lucky where it wasn't too much damage, but I lived in a townhouse when I first moved to Eagan, and all of a sudden I was leaving for work one day, and there was a frozen waterfall coming because it had tuck under garages, right? You understand what I'm saying?
I think I
Yeah.
do.
So it just, you're basically where you're living is on top of the garage, and so
Right.
it was flowing over the garage from that, I guess you'd say, second floor, or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And I mean, it was really cool looking.
Yeah, I bet.
I felt terrible for the people. And where I had lived, it was a lot of folks who had recently come to the country from warm climates, so much so that I was like the local guide, where people would come over and say, how do we do this, or what do we do here? But they had gone back home, this family that lived there, and didn't know better, and they turned their furnace off, trying to save a couple bucks. And I had moved by the time.
Turn the furnace off.
I've never seen anything. Honestly, have you ever been to like Minnehaha Falls when it freezes?
yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen
it's beautiful.
It is
pictures.
beautiful.
Never been there in person, but I can picture what you're talking about.
Looked just like that, and it destroyed theirs, unfortunately, and the people on either side of them got worked over pretty good.
I've known one person who had just that full-on 4-alarm dead of winter pipe burst issue to where everything poured into the basement and froze. You could have played some of these upcoming Olympic hockey games on the floor of their basement. I can't even imagine how I would react to something like that. I'm very sensitive to little issues like that in my house where I fly off the handle. You know what I'm talking about? I just go nuts. I get so pissed off at little issues like that.
Well, you've had a couple big issues, too.
Yeah, I've had a water in the basement thing before.
Oh, man, that was like you came to work, you left, and you were wet vacuuming water until the next day. I mean, I remember that you had a real bad time once.
Dude,
Or a couple
don't.
times, maybe.
Couple times. I don't have the patience, the temperament for it. So to have something to the level of what you were just explaining, Josh, I would bust a spring.
I feel for people that are having some trouble with their cars. We're getting a lot of people texting in saying cars just decided, I'm not doing it today. Today's not the day. Excessive Diarrhea said that his alternator took a big steamy turd, and he said he's too much of a broke bitch to afford a tow. And that sucks. I'm sorry. Those aren't cheap. So he said he also still can't find his peener because he got stuck on the side of the road.
The peener
His peener has disappeared.
ought to be broken down on the side of the road this morning. God be with you. God and baby Jesus be with you. Let's talk about hot things. Tell me something hot.
Yesterday was National Hot Sauce Day. I enjoy a good hot sauce.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I'm not. Ashley, you put it on a lot of stuff, right? Like
Just
eggs
about
and everything.
Yeah.
My wife's kind of like that, where she has to put hot stuff on everything.
I like that. I like to rub it in my eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
ooh,
just to
Yeah.
kind of
feels
punish
good.
yourself.
Yeah.
My husband, doesn't, I don't know, he, shames me for eating Tabasco sauce on everything. Makes me feel bad about it.
I like to dump a little on my athlete's foot.
That'll warm you up.
Are the kids going to school in your neighborhood, Josh, or did the cold shut it off?
It shut down, and I'll tell you what, my kid would have had a lonely wait at the bus stop. I didn't get any alert whatsoever. None. They must have took me off the list somehow.
What do you mean? You get a call?
Yeah, usually they'll give you a call, a text, an email, all three. It used to be the case.
Sure.
And I didn't get anything. I thought, well, wow, I'm kind of surprised because I kept reading this school, this school, this school in some nearby districts, but I hadn't seen anything in ours yet. And my wife last night alerted me that, no, he doesn't have school. So, yeah, my son would have been frozen right on the corner had it been just up to me. Had no clue. So I don't know if it's how widespread it is, but it sounds like quite a few districts have decided too cold.
Let it go, they said. Soft-ass punks with another day off.
Yeah, we talked about it before, not to be the old guy yelling at the sky, but we never had a cold day. I only remember a couple of snow days. Have you guys ever heard of that blizzard in 1991, the Halloween blizzard of 91?
Sounds
I recall.
familiar.
Anyone ever talk about that?
I think so.
That's the only time I ever remember having a couple of snow days.
A cold day. Yeah, I don't remember that ever happening.
We never did.
We had some cold days when I was in high school, but it sucked because I think it was like the last trimester of the year. We had to make up for it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
Yep.
so they just added like 4 minutes to every day. This is so stupid.
There's only 4 minutes. I've heard of cases where they add extra days into the summer.
That's what they did for us that
uh-uh.
year.
Yeah, they just stretched out the days longer.
Yeah,
It was so dumb. It was just like slightly inconvenient.
That sounds pretty nitpicky.
Yeah, you're so much smarter now for those 4 extra minutes for a few days, actually.
Right? We didn't, and especially because like you don't do anything in class the last 10 minutes of the day anyway.
Oh, the last 2 hours of the day,
Yeah,
you kind of start
right.
mailing it in.
Yeah.
Well, the last 2 months of school. we
Yeah,
start mailing-
exactly.
Yeah, we had, it was maybe 2 days. I can't remember exactly how many days we had off. It was certainly 1, maybe even 2, and we had to add those on at the end of the year. Because we were so excited until we found that. I'm like, well, I'd rather just go right now and get it over with.
There was one year in high school, I think it was a senior, and my friends, they were all the types that would go to spring break all the time, go on these fancy beach trips and stuff. My family could never afford things like that, but one year, my family and I, we went down to Fort Myers for spring training to see the Twins play. And I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Hey, guys, it's my turn. I'm getting out of the cold. I'm going down to Fort Myers. There's 2 snow days while I was in Fort Myers. So while I was in Fort Myers enjoying it, the other kids, they got 2 snow days. I was like, this isn't fair.
Oh, that's the best, isn't it? I loved that. That would certainly happen. My wife wanted to go somewhere warm for our honeymoon, and we went to Vegas. Found out we're not Vegas people. It was cheap, right? So we went there, and it was in January. And it was colder in Vegas than it was here. It was like a warmer winter
Oh,
here.
yeah.
And so she's miserable. I thought, we're right next to the desert. We're going to be plenty warm.
Yeah.
I can't picture you in Las Vegas, Josh.
Well, like I said, it
Yeah.
wasn't for us. I gambled $10 on a roulette wheel, and it wasn't even mine. It was a coworker that said, "Hey, throw $10 on black."
Did you go to Cheetahs?
No, we didn't go to Cheetahs.
Who goes to Vegas and doesn't go to Cheetahs?
We're not Cheetahs people. We went to the M&M store.
What is?
Oh, that's pretty
well,
cool.
they sold like backwards baseball caps and.
No, that's a different M&M.
Oh.
Yeah.
They sell M&Ms, right?
Yeah, they do at the M&M store.
Yeah,
Went to the Coke store, tried Cokes
a
from
bunch
all
of
over the
those.
world.
I honestly thought you meant the singer.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if he had a residency
The-
in Vegas at some
That
point.
you went to. Everyone else is at Cheetahs. You and your wife went to the M&M candy store.
Yeah, we went to a place called Best Buy.
Oh, my
Sounds
God.
sweet. You know, they have like those exact kind of places in Chicago. You don't have to go that far.
We did splurge a little bit though, Ashley, and this really is probably one of the coolest experiences I've ever had. We paid for a helicopter trip.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and that was really cool. And
Yeah,
we went
that's
over like
sick.
the Grand Canyon, and we went over the Strip.
When
That part was fun, and it was like, hey, we're going to even take you in a limo over to the airstrip. And I thought, wow, that's fun. I'd only been in a limo one time in my life, and it was across the street, so I
Aw.
didn't really have much of a limo experience.
But you went to Las Vegas and it was cold.
yeah, well, cold for
Las
yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah.
But it was warmer. here.
Cold for a couple of Minnesotans who wanted to get away from what we know as real cold.
Yeah, my wife, her only requirement was we just asked my mother-in-law's very well traveled. We're like, where should we go? It's warm. She's like, well, go to Vegas. It's cheap, desert.
I
You'll love it."
always look that stuff up ahead of time.
Oh, the weather?
Yeah, I always make sure. The one time we went on a vacation as a family, it was in like September, October time, and we went to the Virgin Islands, which is, I mean, beautiful, the most beautiful place I've ever been. But back home, it was like the most beautiful fall week that's ever existed. It was like in the 70s. It just looked perfect. And I was like, I wanted it to be bad weather back home. So screw you guys.
Once we took a boat to the Bahamas, and when we landed, it was the coldest day in the history of the. I mean, not that I am the type to wander around the beach and soak up the rays and all that, but I just found it interesting that we landed in the Bahamas, and it was the coldest day they had seen in 75 years or something like that.
We're taking our outside of Wisconsin. We're taking right. And well, I take that back. Last year we went to Boston, so that was our first ever family trip out of state. You're not counting Wisconsin, and we're taking one this year, going to a beach. And the first thing I told my wife is, I am not going on the beach. I'm not a beach guy. You know, they all want to lay on the beach and stuff like that. So I'll just be in the hotel hoping there's like an arcade or something.
You don't want the sand between your toes?
No. I'll go out there
nice.
with them and go, oh, sweet. That's a big body of water.
Go
And then I'm gonna
swimming.
Go back in and, I'll...
Do you swim?
No.
I can't imagine you swimming.
I don't even take baths.
Some people love that sun, Josh. They love to soak up the sun. You're not much of a swimmer?
No.
Me neither.
I'm picturing it, and it would look kind of funny. Yeah.
Josh is out there in a hoodie on the beach.
A T-shirt, nose plug, goggles,
Do you
water
wanna-
wings.
I'll do this with you if you want. You want to sign up for some community education swimming classes?
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea, although I don't find, outside of just like fishing a couple times a year, I don't really find myself on boats very often. So yeah, I could probably learn or use that lesson. Or
I've
two.
also
Yeah, you
never
don't
been
wanna drown.
I've never been a very skilled swimmer. You know who swam for her high school team?
Who's that?
My wife.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Nerd.
that.
Just
Yeah,
kidding.
total nerd.
I had a buddy who was on a swim team. Like it wasn't an Olympic team, but some other team, like lighter than the Olympics. I don't know what juniors or I don't know what you call it. But he used to do that, and he did the whole shaving his entire body type of. Well, he's more of a diver, but he was a little of both. He would do some swimming as well.
Shave the whole thing down, huh?
Yeah, he was cut. Tell you
Not
that-
bad. Yeah, swimmers in good shape. They work those muscles that you didn't even know you had.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about some hot, warm things. Perfect morning for it.
Come on. You can't do that.
No, it's a private joke.
Both of you, leave it alone.
What
between
the
a
heck?
couple people.
Leave it alone.
Have you ever had something where there was a laugh that got you so hard your nose hurts and you feel like you have a sinus infection?
No.
Someone said something about the bus stop a couple minutes ago. Boy, when we were kids on mornings like today, that bus stop was a stiff bitch, wasn't it?
God, yeah, that sucked.
Oh, we had a really long walk, too. Again, I sound
Oh,
like an
to
old
the
guy.
bus stop?
Yeah.
Oh,
Was it uphill both ways?
We didn't.
It was uphill one way.
I just had one hill. It was at the top
we
of my
got
street.
lucky. We only had to walk half a block over.
Ours was about 8 blocks away.
Oh, my God.
I could see our
Maybe
bus
even more.
stop. I could see our bus stop from our front window. My brother and I were very lucky like that.
I'm going to look up how many blocks.
You had to
that
walk
was.
8 blocks to get on the school bus?
Yeah, well, keep in mind, I went to Catholic school, so it wasn't like they were very short on buses. Now they got their own. Now they have their own. They don't contract with anybody. It's fancy.
Did you have a friend named Jack?
Yeah, he rode a horse, not a bus. Jack was an equestrian type of guy.
So you never had to holler, "Stop the bus and let my friend Jack off."
No, never once. But I would help Jack get on that horse.
I don't know the bit you're referring to.
Well, if you help Jack on the
Oh,
horse,
yes,
would
right.
you help Jack off the horse?
Right. Ah, cripes. Is this over yet?
No, we got a little ways to go.
Oh, man. All right. So we hope everyone's doing all right. You're texted in. That means you're probably doing all right.
Yeah, hopefully the glow of your phone screen is keeping you warm.
Here's someone texting in from Florida. You know how folks like to do that to us. Mm-hmm. Doesn't have an effect on me. It really doesn't. I've said this before. I'd rather go 35 below every day for a month than spend 2 days in Florida. So it doesn't work on me personally. You know, when they throw that at you. Well, I'm in Florida right now, and it's 81 degrees. Hey, you're in Florida. I'm here. I win.
Works on
that's
me.
just my personal vibe. What else is going on? Well, speaking of, school days, someone started a big argument online about how gym classes these days, gym classes for kids these days are too soft.
What do they do?
I'm not exactly sure what they do, but I don't remember really getting our asses whooped in gym class.
Yeah,
No.
me either.
Just
no.
rolled out a bag, a crate of balls and said, "Hey, go, have at it."
You roll it out.
Yep.
You roll out the ball.
You know what I liked? That
You just roll it out.
scooter hockey.
Oh, that was fun.
So
Yeah.
much fun.
Did you ever play that?
Oh, you get your fingers pinched though. That sucks.
Oh, I didn't have that happen.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you guys ever bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Okay, I was telling somebody about that. I think it was my husband, and he thought that was crazy. We did this thing called Midnight Bowl, and so they would turn off all the lights, and then they'd have some like cool,
Awesome.
like glow in the dark pins. Oh, it was so sweet.
I have no memories of bowling.
I want to do that so. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. I
My-
need to go back to Weaver Elementary.
I remember it was rubber bowling balls and plastic pins, so you could basically bounce that ball to the ceiling of the gym.
My kids did roller skating, and they had like a whole event. I mean, which parents could go, and some of those kids were embarrassed by their parents because a couple of them were really showing off, like Hal and Malcolm in the Middle.
No way. Of course there is.
We never got to do that.
That sounds so much fun.
I have no memories of roller skating, and parents would come to watch their children roller
Oh,
skate.
not just watch. You could get in there if you wanted to. So
it was like a father, son, mother, daughter day, parents'
yeah,
day.
so the kids had learned how to roller skate, right? And so then once they got good enough, they had the parents go. And there was a couple of guys that were trying out for the Olympics, it looked like.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
My wife got out there, and I was a little embarrassed.
Just a couple of. Your wife got out there and roller skated?
Yeah, she roller skated.
Is she any good at it?
She's actually very good. She's a good skater.
And you can't skate for dick.
Nope. I'm what they call an ankle burner.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm pretty bad.
I don't know what gets into people, but, a few older folks got on the internet and just, they say gym class is too soft these days, and the kids aren't being taught. Let me find some of the words here.
Oh, did they get rid of square dancing?
Ah,
That
We
was
did.
so important and difficult.
Yeah, we did that too.
Did you, Ashley, when you were going?
No.
Yeah,
We
square.
did dancing, but not square dancing. We did like the typical. We learned like the Macarena. I don't know, stupid little like the YMCA, cute little dances like that.
Here's what one older person had to say about current. What's the big word for gym again?
Physical education.
Anyway. Older person said we should return to the days of intensive fitness drills. I have no memory of this.
No.
Yeah, I guess those sucked. Yeah, when we did like the pacer test.
The what?
The pacer. So you would it would be in the gym with the basketball court. So it would beep, and then you would go to the other side of the gym, and then it would beep, and then you would go back, and it would get faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. So you'd start off walking, but by the end, of course, there's like 3 dudes out there that are tryhards that are like full on sprinting.
I guess I hated the running.
Oh, that was bad.
I mean, I remember you'd run back and forth. They'd time you. and
People
this-
would throw up.
Maybe
I don't know why.
maybe that's what maybe I don't know this word pacer, but of course I remember running and you're timed and this and that.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something I'm embarrassed by? And I'm actually quite ashamed by? That half-mile run or mile run, whatever it was, I can't remember. I cheated.
Did you?
I
Why?
cut through an alley because
That's terrible.
I was a fat kid. It was tough to run. I thought I was going to die, and so I cut through the alley.
I walked.
I still finished towards the end of the pack, but it was a lot easier than I think what the rest of the people had. There was a few of us that decided we're just going to cut right through here.
That's smart. That's really smart, actually.
Maybe calisthenics is the word I was looking for. But
I was going to bring that up, but I thought that was different.
I don't know.
The presidential fitness test, we did that.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys do that,
Yep.
Ashley?
Mile run, the static arm hang, the sit and reach, all that stuff.
I like the
dude, I
uneven
was so
bars.
good at sit and reach.
The uneven. Oh yeah, those are
I
fun.
thought that was pretty cool.
We never did that.
I'm sure we did all of those things,
Balance beam,
What? Cool.
that was fun.
but I just don't remember it being terribly intense. Is the word that they keep using. These people who are complaining about modern gym classes for kids. I don't remember ever thinking to myself, wow, this is intense. This is really testing me to the limits.
Nah.
And these older folks are asking for those days to return.
The only ones out, so we didn't have swimming at when I grew up in my schools. So that might have been difficult, but the only things I remember hating were the runs and that climbing the rope.
Oh yeah. I was bad at climbing the rope.
Were you?
The rope was never a thing when I was in school, thankfully. I would suck at that.
Oh, I suppose pull-ups weren't a very fun day for a kid that couldn't do one single pull-up.
Yeah, that was an embarrassing
Those
day.
were the worst days for me.
Yeah. Normally, I'll jump in, really, and bash the younger people, but I don't really know where they're going with this. Gym classes have gotten too soft on the young people.
Yeah. All the problems facing the youth of America, I don't put gym class near the top.
I mean, it seems like they're doing a lot of the same stuff we did, if not maybe some more, some kind of cooler things.
Sit-ups, push-ups, all that.
I want to go to elementary gym class again. I can't stop thinking about that now. That sounds like so much fun. They didn't push you too hard. You just got to go and have fun with all your friends.
Play with a big parachute. That was awesome.
Oh, the parachute.
But I remember the parachute.
Parachute ruled.
Warsaw Jesus said they got to play pickleball and badminton, and, quote, that was dope. We did badminton. Pickleball, I don't know if it just wasn't a thing. My kids played pickleball.
No, there was no such thing as pickleball.
Oh, I remember one unit we had that was really strenuous. We did cup stacking.
What?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that was really
Like
popular.
like a competitive like speed cup stacking.
My kids did that, too.
Yeah, you make a pyramid and then tear it down, and like the fastest kid won.
I forgot we bought some of those cup kits. My daughter was really into it.
Why did that get big? Was that because of Pitch Perfect?
It
Don't
had
they
to
do
have
that
been.
in there?
I mean, Pitch Perfect was 20 years away from me when I was in elementary school, so it was definitely before
Oh,
that.
yeah, that's...
Box tossing Jesus had archery. Awesome.
Dang.
Right.
We had a local park that had like day camps, and they had an archery camp. I did that once. That was a blast.
Worst mistake, one of the worst decisions of my life was grade school gym class, where we had our grade school Olympics, and everybody had to sign up for something.
Yeah.
All right, so I must have not been paying attention, and all the cool events got gobbled up while I was not paying attention. So there was no room left to run the 50-yard dash. There, you know what I mean, on the list of little kid would put his name up there. Mm-hmm. There was no room left on that. The hurdles, they were all filled out. What other cool things might you do? Throw in the shot put, throw in the discus. I missed all that. So here I am. I need to sign up for, okay, well, what's left? And our gym teacher said, well, the 400-meter meter. And I said, I put my name on there. I didn't even know what the 400-meter meter was.
Oh, boy.
It's a full loop.
It's a long friggin' foot race.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, just point me to the start line. We get to the start line. The little gun goes off. I start running my nuts off because I have no idea what I've signed up for. I have this gargantuan lead on everybody because everyone else is pacing themselves because it's a long pig. We go through one lap, I think it's over. No, it's not over. You got to keep going. I won the damn thing, and I almost killed myself doing it because I did not know when it was over. And also what motivated me was a gal that I had a wicked crush on at the time was watching. So as a 12-year-old kid, I just about dropped dead of a cardiac arrest
You had to show out.
because I showed up and signed up for an event that I had no idea what the rules were.
So something you said in there about that girl watching, it echoes what poor social skills she's said. She was a try-hard at gym class, Ashley, for the pacer test, and she got made fun of for trying so hard. But she said the other kids didn't understand that her crush was in that class.
Oh, that's a big deal.
So she was showing off. Somebody else says where'd that go? The peg board for strength. I love pegging. You guys know this about me?
Yeah, you got me into it.
Yeah, I did. We never had that.
No, we never had that either.
That looks fun. I've seen that before.
I have seen it too, man. We didn't have that at my school.
Yeah, that was the high school level stuff, the weightlifting and the climbing with the pegs. Yeah, that was there. I don't have any memories of any details, but yeah.
High Hopes McGee Jesus was also the fat kid in class. He said the gym teacher would tell him he could do girl push-ups instead of regular ones because of his weight.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was there.
All right, listen up. This is our final. We'll talk to Randy Shaver a little bit later. Stupid news, all the regular stuff. Hang in there. It's a stiff one out there. Good news is, from what I learned last night, we only got like 10 or 11 more days of this, and
no biggie.
Then we'll be off the hook. You're a terrific crowd. When we come back, we'll get to that stupid news report. We'll be right back on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
Happy New Year, podcast pals. Danny here to give my daily love to everybody at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Just a quick brag. I'm a Smart Club member. And yeah, it's a big deal because when the polar vortex hits, your house will let you know real fast. That's why right now is honestly the best time to do comfort upgrades. Standard's running a ton of specials right now. Things like whole home humidifiers to fix that dry winter air, UV lights to help keep the air cleaner, and ERVs that bring in that fresh air without dumping the heat. Trust me, you will notice a difference in a big way. Be cozy this winter. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930. Online at standardheating.com.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period for 3 months at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
Stupid news on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Get some, Cubby. Oh, God, here we go. The final. I'll tell you right now, today's Stupid News features 2 or 3 real characters. Some unique type of characters here, like, we'll start with this effing guy in stinking New Hampshire. A young feller stands accused of breaking into a house or two. All right? And at least with one of those houses he busted his way into, he poured queso dip all over their television and furniture.
That's frustrating.
Was it? I'm guessing it was their own queso.
Can anyone tell me what is wrong with this guy? Yes, their own queso dip.
Well, that sucks even more.
That's a paper plate. It's not a paper plate covered with nacho chips. That's my television, right? He poured it all over the...
Now, you're a former cheese man yourself.
Oh, one night at St. Cloud State, I was cheese man.
Yeah,
they were chanting it all over campus.
You were vandalized by cheese. I hope the story isn't too triggering for you.
No. I had no real problems being cheese man.
You were okay with cheese man?
I was unconscious throughout my experience as cheese. So I stayed up for about a day and a half drinking and carrying on up at St. Cloud State. And it was probably 7 or 8 o'clock at night. Party had just started. I made the mistake of sitting down, and the lights went out. My body finally gave way. And just in a casual seated position, my head tilted back, and I was done. And this is just the beginning of the night. By midnight or 1, some people had poured a bucket of that Cheese Whiz into a bowl, put it in a microwave, and then poured it over the top of my head, and it molded perfectly to my head and face, and they tore out eye holes, and they tore out a hole so I could breathe, And for the rest of the party, I was Cheese Man. And they were dancing around me. Photos were taken with Cheese Man. I was absolutely 100% unconscious.
I miss Cheese Whiz. I always forget about that in Velveeta. Why
You
don't
got
I
my
get
Cheese
those?
Whiz, boy? What movie? The Blues Brothers, 1980.
That's good stuff.
You like Cheese Whiz?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
That is so good.
It's been. I was thinking, like, well, why haven't I had queso in a while? That's a good food right there. This particular situation where somebody's being vandalized, don't get mad at me. I thought this was kind of funny. Somebody getting vandalized by cheese, out for a rip, Jesus says, that's the worst queso scenario right there.
So
I knew that was going to happen.
later on that evening,
It was worth it.
Later on that evening, the police broke up this beer party. Everyone is either leaving the party. Well, most everyone left. There's only a handful of people left. And I was told that one of the cops, 2 cops walked into the house. One of them made a beeline for me and was just standing over me trying to figure out what I was doing there. Sleeping with a perfectly molded cheese mask on. And I guess the cop grabbed one of my buddies, pointed at me and said, "What's this guy's story?" And my friend said, "Don't worry about him. He's fine. He fell asleep a few hours ago." The cops were thinking about taking me to the spin dry.
Sure.
But my pal said, no. So
Can't take Cheese Man to the spin dry.
Cheese Man was saved. And, of course, you know how it was back in those days. 10 minutes after the cops left, everyone poured back into the party. I did wake up around 2 or 3 in the morning, and it was just, I had no idea what had happened. But as soon as I opened my eyes, the whole party went, "Yay! Cheese Man has returned." I'm like, who's Cheese? I'm looking behind myself. Who's Cheese? It was me.
I'm glad you didn't get hurt. I mean, shoot, it sounds like something you could get 3rd-degree burns
Yeah.
from.
Yeah,
that
no
that
kidding.
stuff would get super hot.
From what I was told, good point, but from what I was told, they were very careful not to create the cheese mask until the temperature was non-life-threatening. So here we go. Dude in New Hampshire breaks into a house, a few of them. And at one particular house, he poured queso dip all over their television and, as the older people would say, their furniture. The story says, speaking of hard-drinking college nonsense, the story says the young dude is a college student. He goes by the name of Alec. He's only at 19 years old. So I don't know, maybe he's the type that, turns into a lunatic when he's drunk.
Yeah,
Whenever I read about a college student, Josh, coming uncorked, I automatically think binge drinking had to play a role, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, and I think everyone has that friend. Well, maybe not everyone, but I know certainly we've got a friend where he's a completely different person after maybe his second beer.
Especially when they're really young because they don't know how to manage it yet.
Yeah.
So let me tell you some more details on how this Alec kid goes about things. In one night, he broke into 3-4 houses, they say here. All these houses were near the college campus. At one house, he walked into... this was the house with the queso dip. He walked into a bedroom and watched a couple sleep for a little while.
It's pretty creepy.
It's unsettling.
That's a good way to get shot.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine waking up and seeing that.
They did wake up. They see the sumbitch just hovering over them.
No.
The dude half of that couple hopped up out the fart sack. Alec runs out of the house. And that's when the dude went downstairs and saw that Alec had gone rummaging through their refrigerator. The queso dip had been bukkakied all over the furniture. All of the living room furniture had also been flipped over, and eggs were smashed on the kitchen floor. Thanks, Dick.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you guys ever wake up in the middle of the night and you think you see something in like the corner of your bedroom for a second and you have to like readjust your eyes? Kind of
No.
blink a couple times. You're like, oh, okay. That's
Maybe
nothing.
when I was a tiny little kid.
Oh, well,
Luckily, no.
that still happens to me. So I can't imagine like doing that and thinking I see this guy and then like rubbing my eyes like, oh, no, he's still there. This is a real person.
When I was a tiny kid, I probably woke up and thought I saw
Superman.
the abominable snowman in my room, but not since I. So you still have this? You have this feeling that someone's in the room with you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's so scary.
Maybe you have someone in the room with
Dude,
you.
I'm so paranoid. I don't know what's wrong with me. Even like in the middle of the day, I'll be in my kid's room with him trying to put him to sleep. So it's, it's dark in there. And I get sometimes if I think too much about it, I'm like, is there somebody in the closet? Why would there be somebody in the closet? I've been home all day.
Now I got a bargain with your husband. We got to play some kind of a grand prank on you someday.
No.
Oh, I almost killed Dana this morning.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and we've mentioned before Dana's jumpy, but this is totally my fault, and I could see why. I was like standing I never turn lights on, and I was standing in like the corner of the bathroom. Looking at something on my phone, and I didn't have the lights on, and he walked in, and it was really a stupid place where I was standing.
Yeah. So, you turned the corner to get in, and Josh is along that wall where I couldn't see him and he's just leaning up against the wall in the pitch black dark of the bathroom.
Yeah, and so you earned that one.
That's so scary.
I was not only did I feel terrible about that, but I was incredibly embarrassed. I wasn't expecting anybody to walk in. Yeah, and I got you big time.
Yeah.
And so I'm sorry for that.
It's okay. It's more funny than it was scary because it was just like
It was stupid, wasn't
I was
it?
like, what's happening here?
Yeah, that was a dumb situation.
Did you think there was somebody there to kill you?
I didn't. I mean, it happened so fast, and then thankfully he was looking at his phone. Josh was looking at his phone, so there's at least the glow of the phone, so I could see it was Josh, and I knew it was him. But yeah, if that hadn't happened, it was just a dark silhouette figure standing there.
Yeah.
Just you could hear him breathing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pitch black in there.
That's so hilarious to me.
I'm very sorry for that.
It's okay, man.
Why were you doing that?
I'm embarrassed,
dude?
and it was stupid.
I wasn't going to bring it up unless you did. I didn't want to embarrass you further because I knew you in the moment how dumb you felt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was embarrassed.
Shadow monsters, Ashley. Other people are texting in saying they also see shadow monsters in their room.
Yeah.
So I got to work something out with your husband.
No.
We're going to give it like 5 years.
Oh, God, no.
And I'm going to work it out with your husband. So
Ashley and I try and scare each other every day. I mean, it's a daily occurrence. So I would think you have a tolerance at this point.
well,
No,
it sounds like not in her own home.
No,
So what I'm going to work out is your husband's going to leave the bedroom one night while you are unconscious. I'm going to walk in, and I'm going to stand there for as long as it takes. So I can be the real life version of that childhood fear that still bothers you. And you know what line I got to dump on you when you wake up and see me?
Huh.
Could have killed you. Because I know you like that old junior.
I don't know. That might make it not scary because I'll be dying so hard.
I've had a couple of those moments, like when I lived with a cousin, and he's a bit odd, like a lot of my family. And one time I was on my way to work, getting ready to go to work, and I walked past the bathroom, and there was a suit of armor sitting there. We had different lifestyles, and I guess overnight he somehow acquired a suit of armor, and he put it right next to the bathroom there. That scared the hell out of me. I thought, oh, my God, not only have I woke up in 1317, but there's somebody in a suit of armor that's ready just to cut me to pieces.
He wasn't wearing the suit of armor. It was like
it was like a statue.
like a mannequin wearing a...
Well, you know how it goes. Sometimes you're on your way home from work and you think, hey, I'm going to stop by the store and get a suit of armor.
I have no idea how that happened.
Yeah, that's not cheap.
And then
I remember that cousin. That dude was weird.
he was weird. Good guy, but odd.
I want to meet him now.
No.
We've talked about people who have driven the longest distances to get some.
Mm-hmm.
He wins as far as people I know. It was North Carolina. He would drive there like probably once a month to get some.
Couldn't find any willing participant between Minneapolis and North Carolina.
And by the way, she
get
lived with
some?
her adult son.
Did he get some?
Well, as far as I know, he got some.
All right, well, I win.
That was something else, though.
I'm sorry to be a
That sounds like so much fun.
I'm sorry to be a one-upper, but Wang went to South Carolina and didn't even get any.
Oh, poor Wang.
I'm
Anyway.
assuming he did. I'm assuming he got some. We also, at our house, we have a giant Rocky cardboard cutout. And my son and I, when we first got it, had kind of a contest to see who could scare the other one the most.
Cheese Man will visit you some night, Ashley, in the future.
Just What's that smell?
I was trying to think of the perfect costume or mask you could wear. I was thinking clown, but Cheese Man is much better.
Cheese man.
Oh, don't
so
do the
much
clown.
confusion.
We've seen her with the clown, and I still feel terrible about that.
Yeah.
Not realizing how bad it really was.
That would traumatize me.
It
like,
would.
Bad.
If we can get back to this Alec kid who was running around breaking into houses. Okay, at one point or another, after Alec got chased out of that house I was telling you about, he poured the queso dip everywhere. He flipped over the furniture. The dude in the house woke up. Alec runs. At one point or another, Alec ran off into the woods. And the cops were able to drag him out of there. So as the local cops were cuffing this friggin' clown, suddenly a few other folks in the neighborhood walked on up out of their homes and said, yeah, my house got broken into tonight as well. So here's the other damage that Alec did to those folks. One person told the cops that Alec had stolen what they call here a marijuana bong.
That's bogus.
Another said Alec poured maple syrup smooth over their television. Alec, whatever his name. He had a car parked nearby. Inside that vehicle, the cops found that stolen bong ski. They found somebody golf clubs. They found a Corona bar light, something that only a 19-year-old would steal.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
One
sounds
other
pretty
poor
sweet.
bastard, one other dude said that Alec busted into his house and dumped milk everywhere he could.
Stop making such a mess.
Not a one of them knew Dick Tracy about this Alec kid. Didn't know him, nothing.
I think I'd prefer the queso out of all of those. Syrup is way too sticky and...
No, you got to go milk.
No, because if you miss a little spot, that's going to get all gross.
Are you telling me that milk is a bad choice?
Yeah,
Yes.
that is a bad choice.
But, back to the theory that this kid is just a clueless drunk. I don't know. But as Josh and I were discussing, some people, especially when they're young and inexperienced, can be so affected by alcohol intake that it turns them into a completely different person. I'm sure you've all seen it more than once.
It is odd.
I remember learning. I mean, I had plenty of friends who were derelict thieves. You couldn't trust them. They'd even steal from me, and I was a friend. They'd steal from each other. But I remember when I learned that a friend of mine who I thought was pretty straight-laced was pretty friggin' sleazy. When he drank, he would never operate like this sober. But one night we were walking home from a bar party. We're 21. We're walking from the bar to his apartment. And suddenly we're walking through parking lots that it wasn't necessary. I remember saying to him, why aren't we just on the sidewalk? Why do we keep weaving through these parking lots? Well, he was going around checking to see what cars were locked and what cars were not. I mean, I wasn't, of course, at that point in my life, I wasn't shocked to see that type of behavior. I was that type of kid. I just didn't know he was. I thought he was more of a straight-laced guy. Next thing you know, he's checking. He finds an open car. He's sifting through all their stuff. He steals some loose change. And
How'd you feel about it? Were you like,
I
was disappointed, or like, welcome to the club?
Probably more disappointed because I thought of him as maybe someone I could, I don't know how to say it. I thought of him as a bright light in a dark group of people.
Yeah, I'd understand. Even if you're kind of in the criminal life, you want somebody to go, all right, he kind of balances us out.
Right.
Yeah, you need a moral compass.
Yeah. I think I told you guys it's when I was 17, I had a buddy who he wanted to start his own lawn mowing business, and I thought, wow, what an entrepreneur. I wish I had that in me. I wish I could do something like that. And I found out he stole all his lawnmowers to make this. He would just go through alleys, find a lawnmower in somebody's backyard and steal it. In one case, he broke into a garage.
Oh, those are the people that are going to be hiring him, too, because they don't have a lawnmower anymore. They need somebody to do it.
Then
Brilliant.
that's double genius. I never even considered that.
Stealing lawnmowers.
From a garage. Doing a little garage shopping, we called it back in the day.
Oh, you used to do that?
Some buddies of mine did.
We only
Mainly
did it
cases of
once.
beer from beer fridges in the garage.
There was a girl we didn't like, and she decided to leave her garage open one night. Me and my friends were on a walk. We were like, well, we might as well go check it out. And she played like soccer or volleyball. I can't remember what it was. So we took some beer, and then we took all of the soccer balls, just so she couldn't play soccer at her own home. And then the beers weren't twist off. They were the stupid, whatever the other one is. And so we couldn't drink them while walking around, so we ended up just breaking them in the street.
Stole all of her soccer balls?
Yep, we said, no soccer for you.
And you're thinking, yeah,
We got
have
her.
fun at Sport Mart, bitch.
And her parents, have fun at the liquor store, bitch.
Yeah, and it was some weird IPA crap, too. Something I've never heard of.
It's disappointing when you steal a beer or liquor that's undrinkable. I've had that experience. Now, I don't care where you are. Some folks are going to have a problem with this here. Some folks might even walk away a little traumatized. This came from New York City. Pictures have been going around of a character that was riding around New York City on one of those subways. A lady on the subway is beside herself over what she saw from this man. I'm going to try and explain this the best I can. The lady saw an older gentleman sitting across from her in the subway car. Dude wasn't wearing pants. It looks to me like he's wearing a long coat, but no pants. He had long stockings on, like pantyhose. Okay? The dude was sitting with his legs apart. And the
Typical dude sit.
Right. The lady has pictures to prove it. The lady could see smooth up between his legs. He wasn't wearing any drawers, but he was wearing some kind of a dong cage around his pecker and his nuts.
Anybody? Ever?
What? Put a
Get
dong-
involved in something like that?
Oh, God, no.
I did just see an episode of 911. They have a new season out. It's great, where they had to help a guy that had a chastity belt stuck on him.
And maybe that's what I don't really know. It was some kind of cage.
I Googled it. And yeah, it's a cage. It's not like the same as a chastity belt.
Well, I don't even know what
Is it metal?
Well, the one I saw was the one in this photo's blurred out.
A chastity belt is some kind of iron nut cup or something. You need a key to.
It's like the shape that whitey tighties are in.
Yeah, okay. So Cubby's right. This is I don't know what the hell this guy was doing. Some kind of a sexual S&M gimmick. But the lady could see his rod and his rosin bag in a cage. So the gal wants this guy arrested for letting it all hang out like he did. But the New York cops told her, and they were probably trying to be punny here, the cops told her that there's nothing they can do because the dude didn't break any, quote, penal codes. Are there pictures of this on our website?
No.
I don't know if we could post that or not.
Well,
we probably it's blurred out, but
Yeah,
I don't know if we have some weird rules.
That's fine. I couldn't care less one way or the other. That's why I asked, because the photo I looked at was blurred out.
Yeah, it's blurred.
The lady said, I'm totally beside myself that this man.
I think that's a little dramatic. I mean, it would be something to see, but I'd like to think if I was in that situation and if he wasn't, harassing me or bothering me in any way, I'd probably just look the other way.
Right.
Saw some caged meat right there.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a fun story. I'd be super pumped to talk to somebody.
She took a picture of this guy.
I think I'd be too scared to take a picture. Like he's obviously nuts, right? Pardon the pun. He's obviously.
It looked like he was asleep, maybe. I don't know.
Well, he was texting, I think.
Oh. She shared the picture on a local Facebook group thing, of course. But the cops said, relax, lady. They said, quote, while the man's attire may be provocative, it did not constitute exposing himself. And the cops went on and on with this, but they felt the need to explain. They said public lewdness requires some intentional act that shows the clear effort to reveal oneself, such as lifting up your shirt or opening up your coat. And that's not what this guy did. They compared it to a woman's wearing a short skirt who may have unintentionally revealed too much ass or virgina. So they said that's not a criminal act, thank God. And yeah, who hasn't seen that a half a dozen times or so? You're out at a bar, club kind of a thing.
Anywhere.
And a gal's not wearing any drawers under her little skirt, and you get a little ass or a little bit of the old privates.
Yeah, I wonder
Finally-
what the rules would be if he wasn't wearing anything. Like, would a girl get in trouble if
No.
she's sitting like that and there's just you can clearly see her?
No,
labia?
that's exactly what the cops are saying. They're saying it's
Well,
like
they didn't mention specifically because she would be unclothed as part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I think underwear would make a difference. I'd
Oh.
be curious if that does or not.
Oh, I don't. Anyway, they told the lady, as difficult as it was to look at, I'm sure, the dude did not inappropriately touch himself, nor did he aim his little caged unit at anyone in the subway car. The local Facebook group I was telling you about that this lady turned to, other women commented, and they said that they had seen this dude's balls before, too. He often dresses kind of skimpy when he rides the subway.
What's he got going on?
Yeah, he wanted people to see it.
I want to know his story.
You don't want to know his story.
He's sitting directly across from people. This is what he wanted.
He's got a penis cage.
He
on.
sure does, Ashley.
Who's got the key to that cage?
Oh, you know what just crossed my mind? Is that what the band name Cage the Elephant is all about? Is that some kind of a pecker joke?
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
It just dawned on me.
I hope not. That's what?
Remember when they were all like, I'm going to Wichita. Do, 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 do. I'm going to Wichita. Cage the Elephant. Here's another picture you might want to get a look at. This one from Mexico. A guy got himself stuck in a trash can, and pictures of this poor schmuck are everywhere.
They're up on 93x.com too.
Appreciate that. Half his effing body is fully trapped in the trash can with his ass, legs, and feet hanging on the outside.
It looks, if you're picturing it right now, it's even funnier than that.
I agree with that assessment.
Like the trash can was trying to eat him.
It is a very fun. I heard your neck, Dana. That is
That was me.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
That was
my
a
bad.
Very funny photo.
They call it an anti-vandal trash container. I don't know if I've seen one of those before. It kind of looks like the big mailbox at your hometown post office. Same shape. I guess the anti-vandal angle with these trash cans is the flap closes tightly after you toss your garbage up in it. That's what my guess. So I'm assuming they have the anti-vandal trash container so derelicts can't easily reach in there, grab a beer bottle, and then throw it at the front window of a business or something, right?
We have stuff like this around town. I haven't seen them in a while, actually, where they do like donations outside. So
sure.
that it's like shaped weird, so you really get your body through it.
The dude who was gobbled up by the trash can had to be pried out of there by the local fire department. He told cops that he climbed in head first to try to get something he'd accidentally thrown away, and it ate him up. I wonder what the hell that was that he accidentally... And when the firemen had to pull this dude out of there, it was an elaborate setup. They didn't just grab him by the ass and pull like hell. The pictures make it look like they had to take the whole can apart piece by piece. They had to lift the dude off the ground and turn him upside down. It was a total gong show.
You can see I didn't notice this when I looked at it the first time because his legs are hanging out, but then at the bottom of the trash is his face looks hilarious.
Oh, he looks to be very uncomfortable. When you get a look at his face, while he's still technically inside that trash can, he does not look comfortable at all.
So miserable.
No serious injuries.
His ego, I bet, is pretty bruised.
Oh, it has to be.
After the trash can pooped him out, he was allowed to go on with his life.
This is like a beginning of a porno.
A porno?
Oh, yeah. Stuck
Oh,
in
the stuck thing? That's not a porno. That's a crime.
It's just a movie, Josh.
It's a crime.
He's ass up, stuck in a trash can.
Yeah.
Help! Help!
All right, so there's conflicting information about how the band name Cage the Elephant originated?
There better be a solid answer by 9 a.m. I got to sleep today.
Here's two. One, Google says it's an encounter where a man approached the lead singer, hugged him, and repeatedly said, "You have to cage the elephant." And Rickshaw Jesus said, "Cage the Elephant is named after a dot-to-dot puzzle game on the back of a cereal box." He said he heard it from the singer in an interview once.
Okay, we got that settled. What's the story behind the REM song, What's the Frequency, Kenneth? Can you tell me?
Let's just go down the list.
Yeah. All right, I think I got time for one more run here. Oh, I'll tell you. Here's what I think, at least. If you're a dumb person, are you following me so far?
Yeah.
If you're a naturally dumb person, those meth rocks will up and make you even dumber, I think. In a place called Jacksonville, Texas. You want to hear a damned ridiculous way to get yourself in trouble? A 43-year-old woman's, she's called Jessica. She got arrested for smoking meth rocks on a video call with an inmate at the local ladies' gray bar hotel.
Brilliant.
I'll explain this to you because I know there was a lot right there. Jessica's her name again. She was having a video visit with a current inmate gal friend of hers. So her gal friend is sitting there in the video call room at jail. The guards and whatnot are watching, of course. Jessica is sitting at home smoking her meth pipe. Plain as day. The guards and the cops there at the jail watch her smoke her meth pipe. They get a search warrant for her house. They drove over, they arrested her, and they locked her sad ass up. And this gal looks like meth. Ooh, wee, Cubby, has she worn her appearance down with those meth rocks.
Yeah, this is another one. She's 43 years old.
Whoa.
If you just saw her photo, you'd never guess it. We were talking about the other day. Show these pictures to young people before they choose to do meth or something like that.
It's up on 93x.com, too.
43.
Her friend
That's really hard to believe.
Her friend's there incarcerated doing a video call. She's got to know that people are watching, but nope, she kept roasting that little pipe ski.
I mean, she couldn't just wait a handful of minutes till the call's over?
No, not when you're addicted to meth.
I guess not.
What are you doing?
Meth must be pretty good.
You know who's pretty solidly hooked on meth is that Cage the Elephant.
I could Google it for you.
That's why they
think
came
you're
up.
right.
That's the motivation behind that Wichita song.
Yeah, you're rage baiting with that, just to save some text.
Yeah, it's awesome. People are getting pissed.
Please don't accuse me of rage baiting.
Well, you are rage baiting.
Yeah,
you like to
that's-
do that.
It's kind of what you do.
Today's
I'm
vernacular.
going to Wichita. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-do-do-do. Burp. That's how it
You've
plays
created-
itself out.
You've created some rage.
Sports on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Dangerous 3-on-3 combo for Minnesota. Kaprizov! What a firecracker from Kirill the Thrill. He ends it 45 seconds into overtime, and it's the Wild who get 2 points on home ice.
On home ice is how that audio closes out. Yeah, good game last night between the Pigs and the Detroit Red Wings. It's too bad that folks had to be awake till midnight to see it close out. The Russian kid gets the game winner. Went into overtime again. F me running. Now what do they do next? Oh, tomorrow, Josh, they got to play the Stanley Cup champions from the state of hockey.
In the state of hockey.
Well, no.
Oh, you're saying Florida is the state of hockey.
I mean, obviously Florida is the state
I'm
of hockey.
sorry, you're right.
Every Stanley Cup goes through. So tomorrow at home, yes, the Pigs are at home. They're playing against one of the teams from the state of hockey. I mean, they got two hockey teams. We've only got one hockey team. Florida's got two.
You bring up a good point.
Florida Panthers in St. Paul tomorrow afternoon. Colder than hell this morning. Everybody,
It's terrible.
you're
Awful.
all well aware of that. Well aware is what I meant to say of that. I got a text message here from a listener. Good morning. Try and stay warm, he says. I don't know why I found this so cute, but I did. He said, I work for a food service. We're making sure that everyone gets their frozen lettuce this morning.
That's nice.
The Wolves piss me off.
Oh, I bet.
Sorry.
We can cover that. We'll cover that when Randy Shaver ducks in here in a little while. But, Josh, a listener has a question for you.
For me?
Before we move on, you got some more news for us here in a minute or two. Yes, a listener has a question for you. I asked earlier, what's the story with the band name Cage the Elephant? Is that some kind of a pecker joke? And you said, no, they named their band because of this and that. So a listener says, Josh knows all the answers. Can he give us any background on the Butthole Surfers?
Yeah, I thought they had a song called Butthole Surfer, maybe.
Did they really?
Yeah, and there was they were being announced, and whoever was announcing it couldn't remember the band name, so they called them the Butthole Surfers.
That's outstanding.
That is fun.
How do you know so much of this filthy trivia?
Oh, easy. I saw the text and I looked it up.
Oh!
Made it very easy on me.
They're the Butthole Surfers, and they had a song called... Well, but they had a song called the Butthole Surfers before they were the Butthole Surfers.
Just plain Butthole Surfer. It was not pluralized yet.
Right.
Oh.
The guy who introduced it kind of sounds like something you do on stage. Like, I don't know. It's the people that do the Guys from Wichita song.
I have forgotten band names a couple times on stage. I have. You were there to save me one particular occasion.
Yeah, what made that worse is the band was maybe 3.5 feet behind us.
They heard everything that we said to each other.
So they definitely heard what was going on.
30,000 people. I said, all right, everybody, hang on to your ass. Here they are. And I turned to Josh and I said, okay, who the hell is this behind me?
It was Sum 41.
And Josh said, they're called Sum 41. Sum 41! And the band looked at us like, you dildos. Get out of here so we can play some pop punk music for these 11-year-olds. You know everything there. One time at First Avenue, Josh, I saw a rock concert, and the opening act was Dumpster Juice.
Oh, yeah, I remember them.
And the headliner was the Butthole Surfers.
Is that right?
I was there for that.
I never saw Dumpster Juice, but I always would read the back of city pages or, see who was playing where. And that, like, Gemini was another one you'd see all the time.
I was a Dumpster Juice fan.
That name was so gross, but I heard they were good.
Oh, it was a lot of fun. More news from Josh here in a couple of minutes.
Half-assed Morning Show. 93X.
Happy New Year, podcast pals. Dana here to give my daily love to everybody at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Just a quick brag, I'm a Smart Club member. And yeah, it's a big deal because when the polar vortex hits, your house will let you know real fast. That's why right now is honestly the best time to do comfort upgrades. Standard's running a ton of specials right now. Things like whole home humidifiers to fix that dry winter air, UV lights to help keep the air cleaner, and ERVs that bring in that fresh air without dumping the heat. Trust me, you will notice a difference in a big way. Be cozy this winter. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930. Online at standardheating.com.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
The United States Soccer Federation presents the U.S. Soccer Podcast.
My name is David Goss, and I'm joined by my co-host Megan Klinenberg.
Everything up until this point has been an outside look at the World Cup, and now we're giving people an inside look. It is just total pressure cooker.
Watching flags come out of little plastic balls is like the epitome of everything that I love. And the World Cup is everything. It's why I became a soccer fan.
The U.S. Soccer Podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Half-assed Morning Show. 93X.
Pretty crazy. I mean, you don't really think about stuff like that happening in your own town, you know?
A North Carolina woman's facing scrutiny after turning incompetence into precariousness, shooting her gun into the air because she didn't know how else to empty it. Greenville police were called to a shot spotter alert Saturday and used a camera to track a suspected vehicle. Police tracked down that vehicle, driven by Samantha Williams, who admitted firing her gun into the air because she didn't know how else to clear the weapon. Despite her risky response to a questionable grasp of munition mechanics, no injuries were reported. I mean, I would think you could Google that quite easily. Ask someone who may know.
She did it wrong.
Yeah.
Man, I think that's the first time ever that somebody can believe something like that happened in their neighborhood.
It seems like people have things happen in their neighborhood and they can't believe it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you live in a neighborhood where you can believe it.
Oh, yeah. No, I've lived in those neighborhoods.
Me too.
How many shots did she pop off then before she was able to rest easy?
Yeah, they didn't quite say how many. It was more than one. They just said several.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, that's pretty difficult to believe, but if Cubby said it, then it's got to be true. Let me ask you this. Have you seen the video where the lady has her vehicle parked at the gas station? The hood is up, and she just opens up a bottle of motor oil and just pours it all over the engine.
Yeah.
It's a kind of an infamous video.
I think some of those, is that fake?
Was that real? That's where I'm going with this. Was that real that she really thought, when she had the low oil light go off in her car, that she was supposed to grab a bottle and just pour it all over the engine?
I believe it was fake.
I think, because there's a lot of those, right? Have you seen the ones where, like, there's the girl, she's confused, walking around her Tesla, wondering where to put the gas?
Yeah.
She'll be parked at a gas station.
All right.
So I think that's fake, but maybe not. There are plenty of dumb people in the world. We hear about them every day.
I just didn't know if any of you had a direct answer on that one, because that one's always fascinated me. Did that really effing happen? There's someone who actually thought you just pour oil all over, like you're putting salad dressing on a salad?
An Irish politician set out to pitch a plan to unclog the roads, only to be foiled by the very thing he meant to fix. He was scheduled to bring the motion Wednesday morning, but the chamber soon learned the proposal had to be delayed because he got stuck in traffic. During the session, it was announced, quote, rather ironically or perhaps appropriately, he's stuck in traffic right now, and he's been there for 3.5 hours. The lawmaker's remedy centers on flexible working hours and a bid to bend the rush before it breaks everyone else. He argued that spreading start times could reduce commuter delays. Officials said Dublin is now the third most congested city in Europe and the 11th most congested in the world. The politician making the proposal suggested it would be very easy for employers to offer modest flexibility, such as offering slightly different start times for some workers, which he believes would make a good major impact on traffic levels.
So getting stuck in traffic proved his point or went against his point?
Well, it proved his point. He was on his way to have a vote to say, let's make employers kind of switch things up a little bit.
Yeah.
And he got stuck in traffic. 3.5 hours, that had to have been an accident, right?
I would go absolutely insane.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm just going to bike to work.
Yeah, I'm abandoning my car. Yeah, exactly, Dana. I'm leaving.
Somebody must have been killed dead. 3.5 hours.
A physician's assistant in Florida learned the hard way that bedside manner does not extend to bargaining with badges. The 34-year-old was arrested after offering cash to a cop in an attempt to avoid being arrested. The episode played out last Monday at an unrivaled basketball event where security was called, and then police were called after she refused to leave the property. Officers took her into custody and began transporting her to jail, at which point the bus became a barter. During that drive, she attempted to have the matter dismissed by offering the arresting officer $1,000.
Yeah, that's a pretty good amount of money.
Yeah, that's tempting. I was expecting like $50.
What did he say? Did he say?
He turned her down.
What?
So she said, okay, how about $5,000?
Oh, snap.
Dude had to have taken $5,000.
He didn't, because she made herself even more likable by saying, just let me go. My family has a lot of money. The proposal failed to gain traction once again, and the conversation grew stranger as the trip continued. She displayed erratic behavior, including rapid speech and noticeable mood swings.
Oh, that's so scary. She starts talking really fast.
Details which became clearer once she arrived at the jail. They figured it out. During intake, correctional staff discovered a clear plastic bag containing cocaine in her pocket. The trust fund trespasser was booked on charges of bribery of a public servant, possession of a controlled substance, and trespassing.
Well, she wasn't lying about being rich, doing cocaine. That's rich people drug right there.
Oh, I thought maybe she was BSing. She ain't got a pot to piss in, but
possible.
$5,000.
I'd do it. I'd let her go.
Pretty good payday right there.
Yeah, ain't bad.
Yeah, maybe you're cursing the body cam at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
M Health Fairview Lakes Medical Center in Wyoming, Minnesota sits a long way from Hollywood. yet it carries an unexpected link to the entertainment industry. One of its emergency room physicians, Dr. Jacob Lentz, splits time between tending patients and tending scripts, moonlighting as a medical consultant for the HBO Max drama The Pit, which is a great show in my opinion.
So
Fantastic.
good.
Now in its second season, the series has drawn praise for its accuracy from both critics and doctors alike, and a doctor here in Minnesota makes sure that happens. The Mahtomedi native said he initially pursued a career in television writing, but ultimately chose medicine instead. His path to the show began when a friend passed along a post seeking physicians with television experience to assist with consulting. In that role, he functions as a technical consultant, offering feedback on scripts, supplying notes about which props belong in each scene. He's also present on set for the filming of every episode. The Pit recently won 2 of the top prizes for TV at the 2026 Golden Globes, taking home the award for Best Drama Series and Best Actor in a Drama Series.
So this guy's a big shot now.
That's a cool gig.
Yeah, well, especially since it's getting all kinds of praise for how accurate it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you hear that quite a bit. Actually, it's so accurate, I had to go to the doctor on Monday, and the doctor was like, hey, do you mind if I use this new app to record everything we do, and then AI translates it? And I told him, I just saw this in an episode of The Pit last week.
That's hilarious.
So it's the first time I saw it, so it's that accurate.
I'm always impressed with the actors in those types of shows to memorize that dialogue, because it's all sorts of words that I can't even pronounce, let alone understand what they mean.
That's got to be super difficult.
That's got to be so hard.
Yeah.
You guys are all fans of The Pit.
Yeah, very
Heck
good.
yeah.
Very good show. Does your wife watch it? Seems like something she'd be into.
It does sound like something she's being. I have no idea if she's down with the Pit ski.
It's a bit of a slow week at theaters, but that's good for former Parks and Rec star Chris Pratt, because he's got a new one out this week. Pratt stars in Mercy, a near-future thriller which places a veteran detective on trial for the murder of his wife.
Oh.
It's a system he once publicly endorsed until he finds himself at the mercy of the AI verdict.
That sounds pretty cool.
Does sound cool.
That sounds like a pressure-packed situation. His name is, what's his movie name? They said his name. Chris Raven. Total movie name. like Lincoln Hawk.
I like the name Lincoln Hawk.
Movie
That's
name.
cool. Sunday night on Fox, the series premiere of Memory of a Killer. Patrick Dempsey plays a New York hitman trying to protect his family after the line between his double life blurs once his memory starts to fail. On Hulu, the streaming premiere of Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, starring Jeremy Allen White as Bruce Springsteen. Over on HBO Max, the streaming premiere of The Smashing Machine, starring The Rock as an MMA fighter.
It kind of sounds like he busted his ass for nothing.
Yeah, that movie kind of went nowhere.
Beforehand, so many people were like, he's going to get an Oscar for this thing. It's going to be huge. What a transformation he made. Best acting he's ever done. And yeah, it seems like nobody liked it.
Nobody saw it.
I heard it was kind of a turd.
And tonight on HBO, part 2 of the Mel Brooks documentary, The 99-Year-Old Man. As for new music today, Goldfinger is back with 9 Lives.
Jesus.
Teaming up with... Well, you'll like this part. He's teaming up with Blink-182's Mark Hoppus on Freaking Out a Bit. 9 Lives is the band's first new album since 2020, and it features other guest appearances from members from bands like Pennywise, Ice Nine Kills, and others. Now, Megadeth's long-awaited self-titled album is available today, including Let There Be Shred. When asked if he'd be inviting previous members to perform with Megadeth as part of their farewell tour,
Marty Friedman,
which could last between 3 and 5 years, Dave Mustaine said he doesn't want it to feel like a puppet show, so no, that will not happen.
What do you mean, a puppet show?
He doesn't want to have, here's this puppet, here's this puppet. He just wants the guys that are in the band right now.
Well, all right.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed.
Well, like you said, the tour lasts 3 to 5 years.
He might change his mind.
Yeah, a lot of time to change his mind on
They
that.
might need replacements at some point.
What would be wrong with bringing Marty Friedman out there to play 15, 16, 17, 24, 5 songs?
Or just replace whoever they got now.
Yeah. Why not just kick the other guy out and bring back Marty Friedman?
I'm with you on that one. The tour is coming to town with Iron Maiden, but not Marty Friedman, this September. Following the success of last year's standalone single End of You, which featured co-lead vocals from Amy Lee of Evanescence, Poppy released Empty Hands.
She get any help there from the guys in Blink 182 or?
Didn't say. Maybe a producer.
It's Tom DeLonge there in the background. You can hear him.
Oh, yeah. You could hear him in the background. I didn't even notice it. Check out 93x.com and Spotify for our notable new releases playlist, putting a spotlight on what's new in rock every week. And a quick footnote. Metallica teamed up with Doc Martens for a new shoe and boot collection coming out soon.
Oh, well, I'll be at the mall later this afternoon.
It's not out yet.
Shoot.
Foot.
That is a comfortable shoe. I'll go ahead and...
Ever had Doc Martens?
Yeah, I love those. They're cute, but expensive.
Very comfortable.
Are they expensive?
Yeah.
Join the Jordan Clark Foundation for the You Matter Tournament, a one-day community event featuring open single elimination tournaments in pickleball, paddle, squash, both singles and doubles. It's happening tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the Heights Racket and Social Club, 1415 Mendota Heights Road in Mendota Heights. Entries $20 for members, $40 for non-members. The Jordan Clark Foundation You Matter Tournament tomorrow, starting at 10. Shout out to Electrician Jesus, headed to Wyoming with a long car ride to go sledding with the boys. And that's 93X News.
Randy Shaver.
On the Half-Assed Morning Show.
We got to get back to playing defense. We have no defensive personality right now. We got to get back to winning the point of attack.
Why does that wax and wane throughout a season?
I don't know. Just it's a question for them more than me, really.
Hello, Randy Shaver. Randy, what's going on, man?
Hello.
Yeah, she's our final today.
Yeah.
Again, not a hell of a lot going on, so I'm encouraging long, drawn-out stories. You don't happen to have a brother-in-law with a soybean farm, do you?
I certainly don't, no.
Many years ago, I walked into my favorite neighborhood bar, and when I walked in there, it was the middle of the afternoon. It was just a bartender and one old-timer at the bar. And this was a friend of my dad's, this old-timer. So I sat down. We're all three of us jaw-jacking back and forth. The old-timer's got to get up and take a piss. So he walks out of earshot for a while, and the bartender says, thank God you came in here when you did. He said, old Donnie there won't stop running his mouth. He says, if I have to listen to one more story about his brother-in-law's soybean farm, I'm going to choke that son of a bitch to death.
That sucks. Your bartender is the only person there. You're a captive audience.
Yeah.
He just had him pinned. Mm-hmm. Nothing but talk about his brother-in-law's soybean farm.
I bet that's interesting for a while, but it depends on how long you're sitting there.
Sure. Long, drawn-out stories. Today's the day. Oh, we can talk about the cold a little bit. Are you going out of doors today, Randy?
I don't mean to rub it in, but I am not in Minnesota.
Where are you? If you say Florida, it'll play perfectly.
I'm in Florida, yes.
Okay, see, that does nothing for me. We actually covered this earlier. I think Florida sucks so much that it has no effect on me when someone... Almost regularly, right, Josh? When the weather gets really cold like this, one of our listeners is going to text from Florida to try to get us, right? And say, well, I'm not suffering in the cold. I'm in Florida. I'd rather be here.
I haven't seen much of Florida, but I didn't really enjoy it either. I've been to Kissimmee, didn't like that. And then Orlando for Disney World.
I went to Miami, and I didn't really enjoy it, but I would rather be somewhere warm. I don't care where it is.
This is perfect. We need long, drawn-out stories. Explain to us why you're in that godforsaken part of our country.
Well, we're down here for a couple of months just to get out of the weather.
Oh, well, couple of months.
Why did you choose Florida? There's so many other warm
spots.
We
did this last year, remember? We came down, and then my granddaughter got terribly sick.
Oh, yeah.
And we spent 12 days in the ICU, and it was a very traumatic deal and all of that. And
so
she's
you said, let's
now.
try it again this year without the ICU.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want it. We don't want that to be the lasting memory.
Sure.
So we're back down here again, and they're coming down in a few weeks to spend a week with us, and fingers crossed everything goes well, and that'll be the memory that we have. So,
Well, that's kind of a bummer, Randy. I thought we had plans to go to Twins Fest this weekend.
Is that this weekend?
It is.
It's a cold weekend to be thinking about baseball.
Terrible weekend for Twins Fest.
I
Oh
know.
my!
It was going to be sparsely
It's kind
attended
of
as it
fitting,
was.
though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that makes
It's kind of
sense.
fitting.
You know what, Dana, you're right. This wasn't going to be a big year for Twins Fest.
No
matter how nice the weather was.
At least now they have an excuse for the poor attendance.
Right.
Oh, good call.
Exactly.
Good call.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us what town you're in or anything like that, or you want to keep that a secret?
We are in a place called Reunion, Florida, which
Yeah?
is in the Kissimmee area. So, and it's I have to be honest, it's really nice. It's been great. It's going to be 82 here today.
Oh. Are you going to catch some ball games if you're going to be there for a couple months?
We are going to try to go. We went to Lakeland last year. I told you this. Watched the Tigers, and we watched Scooble pitch. My plan is to go back
with your
down
fly
to
open.
That's right.
You love that.
I do love watching him put a pitch. Our plan is to go down there at some point and watch a ball game. So,
Well, I suppose we got just a month before some of that nonsense
yeah,
kicks in again. Month and a half.
I think they report.
Oh.
I want to say like middle of early February.
Right.
It may even be earlier than that.
It
honestly.
is. I lost my mind there for a second. I thought it was early January. We've made it all the way to late January now, so right around Valentine's Day.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll get to watch some baseball.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Friggin' Florida. You go to Florida and you get the money, is what I've heard before. Yeah, it's 35, 40 below here.
Oh, that's just brutal.
Here's a listener who texted in and said, Josh, it's so cold. He says, my
Oh, no.
He said his testicles have retracted far back enough that they've pushed out his back dimples.
Oh, boy. Yeah. I think we've all experienced that. Some poor guy said his alternator crapped out on him. He was stuck on the side of the road, and he couldn't find his, quote, peener. His peener disappeared sitting on the side of the road like that.
Invisible peener. So, again, the guy says not only have his nuts retracted so far back that they pushed out his back dimples, but his nipples, Josh, have sliced his T-shirt into a doily.
Oh, God.
Shoot. I can
Oh,
see.
God.
It's awful cold.
Are they still planning to do the event this weekend?
Yes.
Is it all of it is still on?
Last I saw, it's still going.
They're pushing it out everywhere on television and the newspapers, on the internet. The state of hockey people, or pardon me, the Hockey Day in Minnesota people are saying, don't be shy. We're doing it tomorrow.
Wow. Okay.
I have that around here somewhere.
Good luck.
Yeah.
See you guys there.
People are saying, like, the players are going to be fine because they have so many, like, heated benches and, heaters and stuff on them, and then they're out there exercising. But they said the fans might have some trouble unless you paid a little extra to get in one of the warmer areas. At least according to text, that's what people are
You really got to love your kid.
Yeah.
If you're going to go sit out there and watch him play,
Yeah.
her play.
I would come nowhere near it. I guess I forgot about that. I suppose they do pump those jet engine type heaters at the kids on the bench. Sure, you're miserable for, I don't know, a minute and a half, 2 minutes out there. I do feel bad for the kids because these high school hockey players, they want to be part of Hockey Day in Minnesota. They want to be on television, number one.
Mm-hmm.
All the chicks get a look at them, right? They get an intro. You got the play-by-play guys talking about you the same way they talk about professional players, right?
Right.
It just sucks that, the weather has to be so brutal.
Right.
Because the kids look forward to this setup. Today, there's a few games, including the Iowegian Wild play in Hastings. And then tomorrow, starting at 9:30 in the morning, varsity girls game, Hastings versus Park. Varsity boys game follows that, Hastings versus East Ridge, 4:30 in the afternoon. Rock Ridge, St. Thomas, that's a varsity boys game. And they close it out at 7:30 with a gals game, Hastings. This is the Hastings Alumni Girls Family Skate. So there's a little bit of everything. if I were a 17-year-old kid on one of these clubs, I'd want to enjoy it to the fullest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's going to be kind of difficult to do when it's 30 below zero.
Yeah.
But
Exactly. Yeah.
That's too bad.
they're going for it. All right, while we're on the topic of hockey, let me shift over to the game last night here in town. Good game between the Pigs and the Detroit Red Wings. I can see why Detroit has the record that they do. They're pretty sharp. Went into overtime again. The Russian kid scores the game winner, and the Pigs winner by an official final. I think it was 4-3.
Yep.
A pal of mine asked me what I thought was a good question the other night. What the hell are the Pigs going to do in the playoff when there's no silly 3-on-3 hockey in overtime? Are they going to be able to win a real overtime game with no gimmicks? And I don't know. That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
The game is so different with two less guys on the ice for both clubs, and I think the Man-Bear Pigs have benefited from that, especially with the skill set that Russian kid possesses. He excels with that extra ice. Very different, especially in the playoffs, playing 5-on-5 overtime.
Right.
I guess we'll find out. The Russian kid actually scored twice. Zuccarello scored twice. Old Phil in between the pipes there, 31 saves. Quinn Hughes had 3 assists. Up next, tomorrow, the Stanley Cup champions from the real state of hockey, where you are right now, Randy, Florida. The Florida Panthers play in St. Paul tomorrow afternoon. I think it's a late game, 8 o'clock at night or so. To put a lid on
Hockey Day, Minnesota.
Hockey Day in stinking Mint. There you go.
Yep.
Golden Gopher dudes hockey is playing at Michigan State this weekend. The gals are playing at St. Cloud State, where Dana used to hang out now and again.
Did.
Me too.
Had a lot of fun in that arena.
It was in that arena where I heard what I thought was one of the more original lines, at least up to that point in my life. So we were there to watch the Golden Gophers play St. Cloud State. I was living up there at the time, but I never gave two pumps about St. Cloud State hockey. I was born and bred a Golden Gopher fan. So we were there to support the Golden Gophers, even though I had a high school buddy playing on the St. Cloud roster at the time, Brett Levers, terrific guy and a terrific hockey player. So we were there, sold out, smooth to the rafters, Golden Gophers versus St. Cloud.
Those are the best, weren't they?
Had a lot of fun.
Gophers, UMD, North. Really, those were the best.
We go into the pisser, and it's about 11 guys deep at each head. And this is at least when I was 21, this was a very original line. The line was terrible. Everyone's holding it. Been drinking beer all afternoon, evening. And one guy in line says about the guy in front of him. They were complete strangers. The guy says, You think the guy in front of me would mind if I took a piss in his back pocket?
Probably.
In that arena was one of the funniest getting caught underage drinking stories I ever saw. We were freshmen, and we were in the dorms, and my buddy had a 20-ounce of Coca-Cola. So he poured out half of it, filled the rest with rum, and smuggled it in. And then he was just carrying it around like he bought it at the concession stand. Cop comes up to him and says, hey, let me see that. He goes, no, I got this at the concession stand. He goes, this place only sells Pepsi products, bud.
Rats. He had the perfect plan.
Yep, foiled.
Son of a bitch.
You kind of forget that a place is either Coke or Pepsi.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Did he blame it on you guys? Why didn't you guys tell me that they only sell Pepsi?
We still bust his balls about it to this day.
That's a very aware cop.
Really?
That
yeah.
is, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we got in trouble in school for maybe we should have been put on some kind of a predatory list at the time, but
for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, you've told plenty of stories where
me and my pals road trip to Alexandria to watch the dance line. To watch the Wyzetta dance line.
Road trip.
I couldn't tell one good dance line from the other. We were there to look at girls and hopefully get to know a few of them. And we stayed in the same hotel as the Wyzetta girls did. And so, we're just kind of lurking and lingering all weekend.
Yeah.
Sitting in the lobby waiting.
Oh, my God.
But, of course, a lot of them were our friends.
Right.
But I don't think they were entirely comfortable with us sitting all afternoon in the hotel, sitting, in the activities area. You know how the big old like dance floor type scene in this hotel, right? Mm-hmm. And the girls are practicing, and we're sitting there drinking all day.
What the heck?
But we poured our hooch into Dr. Pepper bottles. That was our little gimmick, right? Mm-hmm. So we didn't bother anybody. We're kind of lurking and lingering, and we went to all the dance events, and we went home. The next Monday, we all got called into the principal's office. What are you guys doing? We're like, what do you mean, what are we doing? Well, you drove all the way to Alexandria to see the dance line. And we're like, well, yeah, we're big fans. They didn't buy it, and they shouldn't. But we kept arguing, why are we in trouble? If we would have traveled to go see the hockey team, would we be in the
right.
If we traveled to see? And finally the principal goes, all right, let's just cut to the chase. No kid your age drinks that much Dr. Pepper. We know what you were doing with the Dr. Pepper. And I said, what, are you going to give us a piss test?
Yeah.
You don't know what we were doing. They did, but of course we just said, no, we're drinking pop.
Yeah, I can't prove it.
And a guy friend of mine did hook up with a gal from a different dance team.
Nice.
That was staying at the
At least
hotel.
it was worth it.
But then the next morning he woke up, he couldn't talk. He couldn't talk. He was very sick, and he could barely speak, like he had laryngitis. And her name was Cherry, so he said he had a case of cherryitis.
Oh, jeez.
All right, they're going to go ahead with the NFC and AFC title games this Sunday in the National Football League. Go ahead, Randy Shaver. What's going to happen?
Well, what's going to happen as to what you want to have happen, right? I want to see Sam Darnold go to the Super Bowl. I think the Rams are great. They've got a very good football team, well coached. But I would love to see Sam Darnold go to the Super Bowl. And with that defense, they probably have a great chance to do it.
It's Sam Darnold's next shot at glory.
Yeah, and it kind of just twists the knife a little bit more into Vikings fans if Sam Darnold were to go to the Super Bowl.
Right.
I think the Broncos-Patriots game is super interesting to me only because I know the Broncos' top quarterback is hurt and not playing, and all of that makes the Patriots a favorite in the game, but I still think that Broncos defense is super good. So I think that game's going to be a lot closer than people think. I still think the Patriots probably win.
You're saying Patriots probably win.
Patriots-Seahawks, I think, will probably be the matchup.
Oh, boy.
It's back to Sam Darnold. I asked a buddy at the beginning of the playoffs, are you rooting for Sam Darnold? He's a hardcore Vikings fan. I said, are you rooting for Sam Darnold, or are you hoping that he fails again so you can keep the narrative saying we made the right call to let him go? And he said, no, I'm rooting for the guy. Yesterday he texted me, I wasn't rooting for him this much, though.
Well, he's going up against the team that beat him last year in the playoffs, right?
Oh, that's true.
And basically demolished him last year. And I know they've played already once this year. Actually, they split during the regular season. So he did beat the Rams during the regular season, but obviously much more on the line right now. So we'll see. I'm going to be pulling for him. I hope that they win. So
Sam Darnold's next shot to no longer be looked at as a schlub, a guy who can't win the big game.
But Nick, it's just that it just adds that extra layer to agony for Vikings fans.
Oh yeah,
big time.
And I just think that's what's intriguing about it.
Of course, that's what's intriguing about it. Yeah.
What if Indiana Jones hadn't gotten hurt in Indianapolis and they make the playoffs?
That would have been fun.
Then he made a run too. What about a Super Bowl between those two quarterbacks?
I enjoy the hell out of Vikings fan misery. So you know who I'm rooting for on Sunday.
And I think Matt Stafford, I'm pulling for I think Stafford's obviously a great player. The Rams are really good. Either game can go. Both these games are going to be very close and hard fought, and as it should be when you get to the championship weekend. So,
all right. Speaking of old Viking quarterbacks that came and went, some of them annoyed us more than others. Captain Death Rocks, Curtis Cousins. A listener says we're forgetting about the curse of Kurt Cousins. No team that has lost to Captain Death Rocks in the regular season has ever advanced to the Super Bowl. He beat the Rams late in the season.
That's a good point.
So keep that in mind too, Randy Shaver.
Okay.
Okay, where do you go with this? These are the fellers who are in the running for the Associated Press NFL Most Valuable Player Award. Or as a friend of mine would say, the Most Valuable Player Reward. Christian McCaffrey, Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Drake May, Matthew Stafford, Calvin Portner.
I think there's just two guys.
Yep.
It's just Stafford and May.
Oh.
Those are the top two guys. And probably Stafford is going to end up getting there. I think there's going to be Drake May's got more time in his career to get there kind of a thing. So
it's kind of like a lifetime achievement award type of vote.
I kind of look at Stafford as the leader in the clubhouse for this award. And it's not that he doesn't deserve it. He does. He's had an outstanding year. And so has Drake May. I mean, what Drake May's done has been tremendous. So they both deserve it, but I think Stafford will end up getting it.
Is there more than one of these? Is there the Associated Press and then the Sports Illustrated?
Well,
and then
sure.
Is there? I thought there was more than.
There's like a Player of the Year, too.
Yeah, there's other awards out there, too. Yeah.
Not that it troubles me too deeply. Says here the San Francisco 49ers want to make a trade for oversized sixth grader and Vikings wide receiver Addison Jordan.
Let them have him.
What would they like to give us in return?
I don't know.
We'll take whatever you want to give us.
Yeah, go ahead
I'm
with
sorry,
that.
I tuned out for a second. What would they like to give us in return?
I don't know. I'm imagining a functioning adult or two.
A pick of some sort?
A bucket of money. Kick in the ass.
I'd take a draft choice. I'd take a draft pick from them, sure.
Okay, maybe an as yet to be determined, unproven, possibly injury prone
player to be named later.
Player to be named. Addison Jordan. I'm filing this one under the you probably don't give two pumps, but I'm going to go ahead anyway category. There's a rumor going around that former NFL coach, current television dork Rex Ryan might leave ESPN for a return to coaching. Specifically, he'd take the defensive coordinator gig with the New York Giants now that his old bro, John Harbaugh, is their new head coach.
I think that John Harbaugh would want to. I don't know if John Harbaugh would want that. Rex Ryan is such a strong personality.
He's a doofus is what he is.
He's a little bit of a goofball, it seems.
Yeah. And I think he'd want somebody who's more in tune with what's been going on in the inner workings of the NFL the last decade.
He's a big, dumb doofus, and the NFL's loaded with big, dumb doofuses, so he'll fit right back in, Rex Ryan.
Is he the guy with the? Yeah, he's got the foot fetish, right? Rex
I hate
Ryan?
that I know that, by the way.
Yes.
Anytime I hear his name, it's the first thing I think of.
Is that right?
I heard he also likes his nipples played with a little bit. But so the other side of this coin is...
Doesn't he have a Mark Sanchez tattoo? Or was that a joke?
No. Look it up.
Boy, that's a good question. I remember something about that. It's Mark. He's holding the knife. There's a truck driver in the background.
Oh, that's different.
Oh, and then the other side of the coin, Randy Shaver, is if Rex Ryan goes back to coaching, that would open up a spot on television for recently gassed NFL head coach Mike Tomlin to land that television gig.
I think Mike Tomlin will get a gig regardless of who's there right now. The rumor is that he'll end up at CBS, that Tomlin will end up taking Matt Ryan's spot on CBS.
So I looked it up. Rex Ryan kind of has a Mark Sanchez tattoo. It's a pretty blonde lady wearing only a Mark Sanchez jersey.
Only?
Yeah, like she's got no bottoms on.
What a weirdo.
I remember that now. You think he'll have that altered?
God, Gosh, I change that up a little.
Probably.
Well, so you
have
just
to.
you just see the sleeve and it's the number 6. You could easily turn that 6 into an 8.
Just put a little knife by it.
All right, how about this? Is this big news? According to a listener, Fernando Mendoza, the quarterback who led Indiana to the national, is going to turn pro. Is that something?
Yes, he's projected to be the number 1 pick.
Oh, this is old news or new news that he's turning pro?
I think he just officially announced it.
He just officially announced. Okay.
I think everybody assumed he was going.
All right.
He's projected to be the number 1 pick. Yeah.
And by the way, speaking of that ball club, Indiana Hoosiers head coach Curt Cignetti and the rest of those peckerheads involved with Indiana football, they're having a hell of a good time right now. It hasn't even been a week since they won the very first football national title in school history. We mentioned a few weeks ago that this Cignetti guy loves to eat Chipotle burritos and whatnot. Well, now Chipotle has upped and decided to honor him with a menu item with his name on it. Now, if they serve spaghetti, it will be perfect, but they don't.
Ashley, don't you have a burger somewhere?
No.
Somebody was telling me there is one in Wisconsin.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I'd be so jealous. I've always wanted to have a menu item named after me.
Duh.
How do you forget something
it's
like
still
that?
named that.
Do they call it the Fur Burger?
No, they call it the Smashly. Yeah.
They call it the Smashly.
Yep. It's been a while since I've been there,
This
so I
is at
completely
some
blanked.
roadhouse?
Yep, it's at Doughboys Bar and Grill. It's kind of in like Osceola, New Richmond area. Yeah, one of my buddy Doughboy owns Doughboys Bar and Grill.
How did this come about?
So when he opened up the place, I think it was 2 years ago now. Me and my husband helped him kind of set the place up, cleaned it out. It was, it was bad in there. And he went to go get us some lunch and came back with some burgers. And, we told him whatever we wanted. And he ended up taking, like, the burger I ordered, what was on that one, and throwing it on the menu.
Do you even remember what was on the Smashly?
I do not off the top of my head, but it's obviously, smash burgers. But it's nothing like crazy or weird. But yeah, that's a great place. And the coolest thing about that place, Nick, 50-cent pool tables.
Lick me down.
Uh-huh.
I like to play pocket billiards now and again, and you got to dump more than 50 cents in there in most joints.
Yep. It's usually like $1.50. It's ridiculous.
Unless you're at the Legion in Wayzata. Saturday night's free pool. Anyway, Chipotle has added a menu item to honor Curt Cignetti. It's simply called the I Win Burrito or something like that.
Yeah. That's his famous line.
I win?
I win. Google me.
Oh, sure. I have heard that.
Yes. His introductory news conference, people, didn't, know who he was or whatever. He just says, I win. Just Google me.
Corporate radio rules. We win again. I won't tell that story again, although it is a lot of fun. Most of our listeners know it. But, I got to be honest with you. I'm kind of upset about this whole Curt Cignetti getting his own. Here's Cubby, a guy who made effing Chipotle rich all by himself decades ago. He ate their food every day. He never got a meal named after him. Here comes this Cignetti knobwash. He wins a few amateur football games, and he gets his name on the menu.
He wins.
That doesn't trouble you at all?
Google him.
I'm fine with it. I'm still hung up on the fact that Ashley has a menu item named after her and completely forgot.
I know. My husband even texted me, and all he said was, "Dude." Sorry, I'm a little sleep deprived.
Cubby was deep-throating Chipotle burritos when Cignetti was still teaching square dancing as a junior high gym teacher, and you got nothing out of it.
Well, I went so often. Really, the only variety in my diet for probably 10 years was the location of Chipotle.
Sure.
That's about it.
And you got the same thing every single time, right?
I'm a same thing every single time guy, still to this day.
Crazy.
Yeah, they'd have it waiting for me at times, which would be kind of embarrassing.
Well, they did honor you by giving you that free Chipotle for life card that you're too embarrassed to use.
I tried it once, and then I never used it again.
I would feel kind of like a douche, too.
I felt like a giant douchebag.
At least it's a healthier place, and it's not like one of the worst fast food places. I'd feel more guilty if, I had a huge burger waiting for me with fries. Chipotle's.
Oh no, I just got a large sour cream. That was my order.
Just a tub of it with a spoon?
Dude, that stuff is so good. I've tried to remake that at home so many times.
Yeah, they gave me a plaque. It's kind of like around here if they're like, you want a raise, pal? Here's a business card.
Oh yeah, didn't you bring that in once, the plaque?
Yeah, I brought it.
I remember
I
seeing
know that was nice and everything.
That was very kind.
I just think you should have been recognized.
I got a title.
You should have been recognized a little more efficiently.
They called me a master burrito ambassador.
Officially is what I meant to say. Officially.
But they did cater our wedding, everything. Yeah, it was
so cool.
We started off our conversation playing some audio from Finchy.
Yeah.
Head coach of the The Timberwolves just aren't good enough right now.
They are not.
And
they are not.
It's mostly a matter of effort and motivation, in my opinion, which makes it frustrating to watch.
And I would also say that their bench has just been brutal. They're not, other than Naz Reid, they're just not getting anything from this bench.
Yeah, they've lost 4 in a row now for, I think, only the second time since Finchy took over 5 years ago or whenever it was. The Chicago Bulls beat them by 5 last night at Target Center. Close game for the most part, all the way through.
Yeah.
Wolves,
they let the Bulls come back in that game.
The Wolves made a nice 13-0 run on the Bulls about halfway through the fourth quarter. They took the lead. But the final 4 minutes of the ball game, Chicago went on a 15-4 run to close it out. She was a 9-0 run in the final minute of the ball game. In the final few minutes, the Wolves took bad shots. They turned the ball over. They didn't have the smarts to close it out. Yep. They made stupid decisions in the last few minutes, and they deserved to lose. It's frustrating to watch. Possible future Wolves starting point guard Kobe White scored 22 points for the Bulls. Julius Randle scored 30. Edwards had an off night. He looked tired.
Bad shooting night.
He didn't play any defense either.
No.
I'd be A1 from day one.
It's just, again, it's effort, it's motivation that slows these guys down.
Yeah.
They'll play the Golden State Warriors here tomorrow afternoon.
It's disappointing.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Yep.
Golden Gopher Bros play basketball at home tomorrow versus Nebraska.
Fred's in town.
The mayor.
Freddie
the mayor's
Hoiberg.
in town.
The mayor is here. Yeah, we talked about him a couple days ago. The Twins are going to try the Taylor Rogers thing again.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, I got no problem with that.
It's a warm body.
Fit. It's it's $2 million for a left-handed reliever. I think that's worth it for the Twins, with a lot of experience at 35. So
lefty reliever, don't you know? Yeah, Taylor Rogers. Since he spent his first 6 big league seasons here in town, since then he's pitched for the Padres, the Brewers, the Giants, the Reds, the Cubs, the Rams, the Argonauts, but a solid lefty. He can get swings and misses, so I'm excited about this.
This is probably I don't know if you guys know the answer to this question, but do lefties get paid more?
No.
Like offered more? No, they're not like some special rarity.
They seem to last longer in the big leagues and get more opportunities in the bigs, just because there's less of them out there. So
do they get paid more in general? No, but they're certainly appreciated.
Yeah, for sure. More opportunity as a left-handed reliever starter.
Oh, man.
Just ask Glenn Perkins.
Glenn Perkins. I hope his winter's going all right. You talked to Glenn lately, Dana?
I haven't talked to him, no. Been a while.
Hopefully he wants to come back and mess around on the live radio.
Oh, you did tell me that he would love to come back next year.
I like Glenn a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great.
He's really good, too.
Yeah. He had a lot of fun.
Wonderful guy.
Smart.
Yeah, he's very, very good.
How about this now? Got some Belgian soccer fans.
Uh-oh. You usually don't bring up soccer in a positive light, so I think I know where this is going.
Oh, this is fun.
Oh, okay.
It must be a slow day. If you're
This is fun.
soccer.
No, this would have been brought up any day. This isn't bringing up soccer.
Okay.
Really, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
3 Belgian soccer fans are off to prison for what they wore to an away game in Kazakhstan. So they went over to Kazakhstan to watch their favorite Belgian soccer club play. All 3 of them wore the infamous mankini that made Borat famous
Dude.
in his real...
No way.
They all wore the mankini.
I was going to ask. I was like, why does that sound familiar? Isn't that Borat's hometown?
I like to make a hand relief. Nice.
Hand relief. From his famous real-life documentary titled Borat, Cultural Learnings of America for Make Benefit Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan.
God, he's
I like
so
sex.
great.
It's nice.
I mean, my husband taught. Well, I suck at it, I guess, but my husband talks like this all around the house, around our kid, because he wants him to talk like Borat.
That's a
No.
great parenting goal.
I don't want that.
You know what's funny is when my brother's kids were young, that's when that Borat movie got dumped on us, right? And I couldn't stop saying, and I still say, wah, wah, wee, wah. So I'm doing that around my brother's kids all the time. You know, they'd be like, hey, look, a dead rat or whatever, like little kids do. And I would say, wah, wah, wee, wah.
Don't let him say this, Ashley.
I like to take photograph of ladies while they make a toilet.
You don't want that. You don't want that to be his first words.
So next thing I know,
Great success.
Next thing I know, Ashley, these 2 little kids are running around my parents' house and they're saying nothing but wah, wah, wee, wah.
Cute. Oh, that's awesome.
Borat, Cultural Learnings of America for Make Great Benefit Glorious. So the 3 Belgian soccer dorks were arrested at the ball game. They weren't allowed to watch the entire soccer game, and they will be off to prison now.
I don't think I want to go to a prison in Kazakhstan.
Or Kazakhstan.
Yeah, either one.
Right.
That didn't sound right when it came out of my mouth. It didn't.
Try it again.
You're close.
Kazakhstan?
Say, I know 99 folks from Kazakhstan.
I know 99 folks from Kazakhstan.
You're getting...
I love it. I love it.
They say these 3 guys will be going to prison for what they call here in the story a short stint.
That's insane.
So
Still something.
If you didn't know, they don't find Borat's journalistic style very funny.
Oh, they were furious over how they were represented. Absolutely furious.
They say that Borat embarrassed them in that documentary, and doing Borat things over there is illegal. And it looked cold that afternoon, too, when those fellers were running around in the mankinis. Belgium doesn't sound like a hot or warm place to me. I'm always picturing kind of gloomy, chilly. That's very funny. I was a damned fool is what I was. When I first went to see Borat in the movie theater, I walked out of there and I said, what the hell was that? That was friggin' dumb. I even texted Josh. And I said, why do you love that Borat movie? Because Josh couldn't believe how funny it was. He was telling us about it on the radio. I even texted Josh and said that
I
movie...
was more of an Ali G guy. I did like Borat.
Oh, I loved Ali G.
Yeah, I was certainly Ali G.
But then I watched Borat the second time, and I was on my knees. I don't know what it was, what my problem was on the first time I saw it. I didn't really
It's like Anchorman. It's the same concept, right?
Totally.
Hated Anchorman when I first watched it. It was like, this is so stupid.
Right.
And by the 3rd time I watched it on HBO, I was like, I can't stop watching.
I'm with
I've
you.
heard a lot of Will Ferrell movies are like that.
They are.
Yep.
Same with Elf. I thought Elf was the dumbest thing ever the first time I saw it. Now I love it.
See,
Anchorman.
that doesn't make sense to me. I fell in love immediately.
Did you? I
With
thought
who?
it was too silly.
Elf.
Oh, I don't know.
Now I love it.
Nick,
That was
did
like
you,
the perfect age.
I don't know Elf.
when you saw Borat, did you see it in a packed theater, or is it just like a Saturday afternoon type of
Yeah,
thing?
it was a relatively...
We saw it opening night with a full packed theater, and my God, we had to go back and watch it a second time because we missed so many parts because the theater was just rolling in the aisles, laughing so hard.
Yeah, that added to it for me. Mm-hmm. People were loving it.
Yeah.
That wrestling scene I could have done without. Though.
I love that scene.
Although how big the black bar was that was a nice touch.
He and his
I
buddy,
need to watch it again.
Azamat was his buddy's name, I remember. They had a hell of a wrestling match.
Yeah, they did.
I like the scene where this Azamat guy says to Borat, he says, why do we have to go to California? What's in California? And Borat says, Pearl Harbor is there, and so is Texas.
That Borat's brave, though. He put himself in some pretty dangerous situations.
He did.
Especially in that second one.
Yeah, I thought he was going to die in the second one.
His mother was the oldest woman in all of Kazakhstan, and she was 43, if I remember correctly.
Died terribly.
Did you guys see that new thing he released not too long ago?
No, I haven't followed this dude. What's his name again?
Sacha Baron Cohen.
I haven't followed him in many years.
I guess it was in 2020, but I watched it, I don't know, like 2-3 years ago. And he's doing it's like a documentary type thing, but not real, obviously. And it's about like the pandemic and like the political climate that we're in, but he just nails it.
I'll check that guy out. Yeah.
He's like in a basement the whole time with like two really weird dudes. It's really good.
What was the movie called where he was a German model or something?
Bruno.
I didn't follow that one.
Bruno.
I never watched Bruno either.
Maybe
was
I got
it funny?
It's funny. You have to have a strong stomach for a lot of penis because there's a lot of exposed male genitalia in that one.
Maybe I have to watch that one again because Bruno didn't grab me.
Just the picture of who I imagine is Bruno it gets me. What his hair is so ridiculous. What is this?
In Borat, when he says, "This is my wife, Akshana. She is a moron."
My wife.
I forget the actress's name, but Will Ferrell movies. And the other guys, is it Eva Mendes?
The hottest woman ever?
Yes.
He thinks his wife is just plain and ugly.
Yes.
He doesn't get it when other people say she's attractive.
He's like embarrassed by her.
Yeah.
People are texting in now. The Dictator, anyone? Yeah, I watched The Dictator. I don't really remember much about it.
Yeah, it kind of came and went. I think it was funny in the moment, but it's nothing I ever felt like I needed to go back to.
I didn't see it. I know what you're talking about.
Forgot about that.
Big Lebowski, a listener says, boring the first time, but then it hit me. Yeah, I have to admit that the Big Lebowski didn't grab me right away.
Napoleon Dynamite confused the heck out of me the first time I saw it.
I was irritated by that movie.
I didn't know why it was a movie at
He
first.
just pissed me off.
But, yeah, I started to understand.
Tina, come get some ham.
Anything involving Tina's the best.
Yeah.
So you guys were kind of confused, too? Like, what am I watching?
Oh, no, I loved it right away.
I thought it was dumb at
What
first,
was it called again? Napoleon Dynamite? I loved it right away. I don't know why.
Did somebody say... I knew nothing about it when I watched it. Did somebody kind of give you the gist of it?
I have no memory of whether or not I had a warm-up for Napoleon Dynamite, but I loved it right away. It reminded me so much of high school and some kids that I knew in high school, especially the scene when he just gets smoked into the lockers. I was on a knee, and then he kind of kicks at the guy. Remember that?
Yeah.
He gets smoked into the lockers for no reason, and he kind of karate kicks. It just reminded me of maybe more junior high than high school, because that was like our favorite thing in the world to do. Whether it was a friend or a complete stranger, someone standing 2 or 3 feet away from the lockers, you jack them into the damn thing as hard as you can. It's just fun. It reminded me of fun times. There you go, Randy Shaver. Well, what do you got planned for Florida today? Did your wife bring her skimpiest bikini?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
What about you? What do you wear on the beach?
I wear my Speedo.
As little as possible?
Are you a T-shirt guy?
You wear your T-shirt on the beach, Ashley wants to know?
Do I? I normally do not. No.
Let her buck, right?
Yeah.
Hey, good for you.
Let all those ladies see what you've been working on all this time. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, man.
I know this. I will be much warmer here than you will be there. That's
Have
what
a couple
I know.
beers for me.
Yeah, you probably won't drink much because you're soft like that. But
It's Friday.
have a good time. And so you'll be there for a couple of months when we talk to you on Monday.
I'll be here for quite a while.
A part-time.
Very nice.
Part-time Floridian. Hand relief, right, Randy?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
You're never
Sometimes
too old.
he makes hand relief.
I like to make a hand release.
Oh, hand release. I'm sorry.
No, relief.
Oh.
Can you remind everyone, I know it's a sad story, but how Borat's mom passed away?
If I remember right, it was due to strangulation while...
Well, she died during childbirth.
Yeah, I don't remember the joke.
From strangulation.
From strangulation.
That's how she passed.
That's right. Have a wonderful weekend, Randy.
See ya.
We'll be back in a few minutes here on the program.
Half-assed Morning Show. 93X.
Happy New Year, podcast pals. Dana here to give my daily love to everybody at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Just a quick brag, I'm a Smart Club member. And yeah, it's a big deal because when the polar vortex hits, your house will let you know real fast. That's why right now is honestly the best time to do comfort upgrades. Standard's running a ton of specials right now. Things like whole home humidifiers to fix that dry winter air, UV lights to help keep the air cleaner, and ERVs that bring in that fresh air without dumping the heat. Trust me, you will notice a difference in a big way. Be cozy this winter. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930. Online at standardheating.com.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
American Skyjacker tells the story of D.B. Cooper copycat Martin McNally, who hijacked a plane and jumped out with $500,000. But that's just the start of this epic true crime saga. Now, American Skyjacker is an action-packed documentary available on all major platforms. Go to AmericanSkyjacker.com to subscribe to the podcast and watch the film. And look out for a new bonus episode of the podcast coming soon. American Skyjacker. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
93X, the home of the half-assed morning show.
What is it, 35 below zero?
Pretty chilly.
Something like that.
What a nightmare. Hope everyone's able to see the sun come up tomorrow.
It's cold enough where the actual number doesn't even really matter. It's just,
It's
35,
cold.
45, it's just miserable.
She's a stiff one out there. Welcome
with
back to
beards
the...
have sorry.
Folks with beards?
Folks with beards have been texting in showing just the ice that has formed instantaneously on those things. Just crunchy facial hair today.
Hey, you can do the cool, like boiling water trick.
Oh, yeah, somebody sent a video. They did that this
Yeah.
morning, too.
Dangerous, though. Make sure you throw it away from you.
Didn't we read some stories a couple years ago where folks were scalding the skin
Yeah.
right off of their bodies?
Yeah, throw it away from your body.
You got to know what you're doing when you do the hot water trick. We welcome you back to the show. Oh, yeah, the ice beard.
I've just got stubble. I wonder if that'll freeze on my way out.
I think you'll be all right. I bet you, the nose starts to run. It gets into the
Oh, yeah.
mustache. It's just terrible, like the Dumb and Dumber scene
when your eyelashes freeze together.
My old Springer Spaniel, the best girl in the whole world, Megan Marie, she once wore an ice beard when my roommates let her out the house when it was about 35 below zero, and then they left. Real nice, right? And I told them, because it was so brutally cold and I wasn't going to be home, I said, when you let that friggin' dog out, keep an eye on her. She was getting a little old, a little, what's the word?
Senile?
Senile. Said, keep an eye on the dog. Of course, because we were young and they were stupid, they let her out, forgot about her, and left.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'd be so pissed.
I got home maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours later. Dog's not in the house. It's 35 below zero. I get in my vehicle. I start driving around the neighborhood looking for this friggin' dog, and I see her jogging down the road, and she's got a full-on 4-alarm ice beard.
Poor baby. My dogs are so pissed off about the cold right now. It's so funny when one of them have to take a number 2 because they'll be out there and try to lift their back paws up while they're in the squatted position.
They start favoring the paw that freezes up, and they hang it in the air. I like that. That's a fun bit.
I'm going to have to get an ice pick to clean up out there. It's just almost instantaneously it's been freezing.
I don't think we've done it. Or actually, I have a solution. My dog Jaeger can come over. He likes to eat frozen crab.
Oh,
so,
does he?
Yeah,
Oh.
he'll clear that out for you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Something I've always thought was unique about you, Josh, is you don't wait till the spring. You go out there in the bitter cold and chip away at hard dog turds. Why don't you just wait for
Well, with our dogs, I mean, you can't. It's twice a day. There's 2 of them, and they're giant.
Oh, your yard would be a mess in the spring.
Yeah, our yard isn't all that big, so.
Well, that's disgusting.
It gets pretty bad.
All right. I say we put this pig on cruise control here, Cubby. I'm ready to get back under the covers, although we have been invited to do something after the program is over here in 28 minutes.
What?
You got plans after 9 a.m., anybody?
I got a little something, but I could always reschedule it.
Let's see. This is Disposable Lighter Repairman Jesus. He says he is currently wrestling and hanging 300-pound steel garage doors in folks' garages. Wants to know if we wouldn't mind swinging by and helping them out after we're done with the radio show.
I lied. I can't reschedule my thing.
You've
so
got something
sorry.
very important.
Yeah.
So do I.
If you need me to hand you a screwdriver or something, I could do that, but that's about it. Somebody else said they're working up on a roof and they want help finding their penis. I told them if you can wait till 9:30, I'll help them out.
That's so bad.
Somebody
Stay
else-
safe. You can get frostbite. I think they said in less than 10 minutes today.
Another gentleman said that is it that quick?
Yeah.
Another gentleman said his penis actually froze off and it rolled down his pant leg into his shoe and he can't find it.
Jesus, now you're standing on your own penis?
Oh, well, that's one of those things where if a genie comes out of the bottle and you're like, I want a penis where I can stand on it. And then that's what happens.
Oh, falls off.
It's always something evil.
Rolls into your Red Wing boots. And all right.
Oh, okay, you guys take a look at the photo from the phone number ending 0374. This is from Andy's Lawn and Snow Jesus, cleaning drifts in Waconia. Check out the frosted tips, he said. Look, yeah, their hair is completely frozen. Their
that's a good
eyelashes,
look.
eyebrows, the
Oh
hair
my
itself.
God.
You poor gentleman. You look
Yeah.
so cold. I want to bring you some hot chocolate.
Their hairdos have frozen?
Yeah,
Yeah, you sweat a little bit.
I don't have that problem.
It's kind of a good look. I don't know.
Yeah, it
Maybe
looks
you should
good.
dye them.
Even his eyebrows have frosted. Waconia,
The
you say. huh?
eyelashes is what gets
The
me.
eyelashes.
Ouch. You're going to lose some eyelashes.
What's this story I have in front of me here where a kid was jacking off while wearing his dad's AirPods?
I'll tell you what, I learned something from this. I'm still a little confused, but yeah, I never would have suspected that one AirPod means you're masturbating.
Jacking off?
Would you guys?
Well, I mean, the amount of people on the internet that said, yeah, that's a common thing, apparently it is.
Yeah, I have one earbud in almost like all day.
Okay.
And that's, I'd imagine, well, I don't even want to ask.
And it's not for that reason.
I
no.
didn't think so.
I'm one of those weirdos. I get made fun of this I wear headphones when I go grocery shopping.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah, people make
Really?
They're like, why do you do that? That's so rude.
When I was young, I used to wear my Walkman once in a while grocery shopping,
It's
listening
nice.
to like a Maiden tape or something like that. Okay, so I have a pair of these AirPods. They were gifted to me. I tried them once. I can't keep them in my ears, but we don't need to get into that.
Big ears.
They fall out of my ear. So anyway, AirPods, you jam them into your ear hole. It hooks up to your phone. Here's the issue that was presented on the godless and wildly misinformed social media. A guy was having a problem with his AirPod headphones. He posted about it to see if anyone could help him out. He said now, what did he say? One of his AirPods, the battery life was on 100%. The other was on 2%. And that's when folks started teeing off on him, telling him. He mentioned that his teenage son had borrowed the AirPods, right?
Yep.
One of them comes back at 2%, one of them comes back at a hondo. What's the problem? And that's when folks started teeing off and making fun of this guy, saying his kid must have been whacking it.
I think that's such a reach.
That's what it seems like to me as well. I I mean, so many people assumed it was masturbation that maybe there's something to it.
And so many people say, yeah, I do that all the time.
I get the gist, because you want to make sure no one sneaks up on you.
Right, yeah, you don't want to be walked in on.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense, but that would never be the first place my mind went. I would think, he was probably just using one earbud. I don't know. People do that all the time.
Just like you, Ashley. Yeah, that's maybe he's just want to make sure he's not going to get hit by a car or something.
But you also do need to remember, too, the people that are on the internet commenting on things like this are probably prolific masturbators.
Okay, that's a good
that's
point.
true. They don't go outside much.
What did do Jesus said, you know what, just connect it to the surround sound and grow up. don't keep that in your ears.
Let the whole neighborhood know that you're watching a Sasha Grey gag porno.
There was a kid in our dorm freshman year that he was doing this intentionally to be funny, but whenever he was watching porn, he had this, back when desktop computers were still a thing and you had like a nice speaker system, he would just crank it. You could hear it from the elevator.
Just didn't care?
Yeah, just to be funny, you know?
Oh, to be funny.
Yeah.
Somebody else says you keep one in just to make sure you're not moaning too loud. You're not making too many noises.
So that's what everyone told this feller on social media. They said, the reason your AirPods are unbalanced as far as the battery power goes, they said because your teenage son used them to whack his bag. He had one in the ear for listening to the porno sounds. The other he left out so he could hear if anyone was coming around the corner.
Well, if he goes to school, too, which I imagine he does, that would make sense, too, why he was only using one.
Goes to school?
What do you mean? Because when I would wear earbuds at school, I only ever had one in case the teacher said something or one of my friends said something. Or
I'll try anything 4 times, Jesus said. As a masturbation expert myself.
Oh, no.
I do say one earbud is masturbation technique number 1.
What makes you an expert? I want to know.
Wasn't it just a couple weeks ago I asked the question, when's the last time anyone actually heard porn dialogue?
Yeah, right.
You know, because you rarely ever really need the sound. I remember many years ago, my old man came home from an over-the-road truck driving trip. We were in our 20s or something like that. We were all hanging out at his house. He comes home from off the road, and he said he had stopped at a cafe in Indiana, and they had a fun gimmick at the cafe for drivers where, chili was $2, and they had a raffle every 10 minutes giving away things to the drivers.
That's great.
Just a cafe filled with truck drivers. And some of the prizes were porno movies. So my dad's sitting there eating his chili, getting ready for his run back to the cities, and, he put his number in the hat or however it worked, and he won a VHS porno. So he walks into the house. All of us, young guys are sitting there, and he goes, "Here you go, you animals." He throws us this I went downstairs to throw darts or something. Next thing you know, by the way, this is like a summer day. All the windows are open. It's like a beautiful afternoon. Suddenly, from the basement, I hear this blaring porn audio. And obviously, I knew what had happened. Someone had put the movie in. And it's just, just loud as hell. Porn audio. I come upstairs. There's my dad and 4 or 5 of my buddies just watching this. And I said, what the hell is the matter with you guys? There's kids in the neighborhood playing outside right now. Turn that down.
With your dad.
You had to tell your dad to turn the porn down. That's not a situation many people find themselves in.
Well, you reach an age
childhood.
where you begin to parent your parents.
Yeah.
Things switch. Yeah, a lot of people are saying the same thing you guys did. Like, who listens to porn?
Right.
Somebody said we should try watching porn with closed caption on.
Oh, don't they have porn where people sign? Like, I thought there was, like, ASL porn before.
Like, during the...
Maybe somebody just was messing with me.
There's everything now, Cubby.
Well, is that rule if it exists in real life, there's a porn version of it?
Yeah.
Rule 34.
Yeah, that's it.
Closed captions, huh?
I got to put that on.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah,
I wish
I use it 24/7.
I wish it would just be the default setting now at this point.
I try on comedies. I try not to. It ruins the punchline a little bit.
Oh yeah, or have you ever accidentally had it on when you're watching a stand-up?
No, for that reason.
Yeah.
On purpose, I won't then, just because it does ruin it.
Yeah.
Comedies and sports. Those are the only two times I'm not having the closed captions rolling.
Well, the sports takes too long to catch up.
Right.
Yes.
This whole conversation, which started with using earbuds and watching a porno movie, it all brings me back to, yes, a few people have texted in this old joke. God, I remember the first time I heard this joke, I didn't get it, and then it dawns on you, because I was probably only 12 or 13 when I heard this joke for the first time. What's the most sensitive part of your body when masturbating? Your ears. Because you're listening for footsteps.
Oh, okay.
I can't even.
Footsteps.
I can't
Some of
imagine
you-
being caught.
Some of you texting in about porn should delete your text messages.
Could you give me an example?
I don't think I can say this word. It's
Could you
from
clean it
Josh
up?
gave me his hot dog on a boat, Jesus.
Oh, my goodness. You know, you can't.
Goodness? You can say that word. We used to play a game with that word in it.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
That feels weird
Is it
coming
the
out
most
of my mouth.
most recent one? Well, yeah. Usually it won't come out of your mouth, so it would feel weird.
Can you say it?
Queef is the word.
Okay.
Yeah, if that came out of your mouth, that's a burp.
Yeah, the guy said ASMR queef porn is pretty chill.
Pretty chill.
Chill is the word he uses to...
All right. I'll check it out. I
All
guess.
right. God dang.
There is ASL porn, folks are saying. I thought I'd heard that, but maybe, somebody was messing with me.
Yeah, you said a minute ago, Josh, you can't imagine being caught. Jesus. We've had so many people text in stories of how they were caught, who caught them.
I would so much rather catch someone else.
I can so see you not ever coming back from that, whether you're 9 or 99.
We all agreed
You
that
would,
the
you
worst.
would never come back from that.
We all agreed that the worst would be your mom, right? Your mom catching you.
Yeah.
It'd be bad no matter. Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Or I guess if you have kids, probably your kid catching you.
Oh, yeah, that's
gosh,
worse.
That would
Oh,
be terrible.
no.
And then you gotta explain it.
Oh, that's a conversation.
Yeah, I've got eczema. It's itchy.
I got a bug bite down here.
That's a great answer.
It's probably all equally devastating, depending on who you are, of course. Some folks wouldn't care. It's a small gathering of folks that wouldn't care at all, but they're out there.
We've mentioned before, and as sinful and as guilt-ridden as that act can be, which is, why it's not necessarily something I'm, doing too often. But
Well, you got to hang garage doors after the show's over, so you got no time
I got
for
to
that.
hand screwdrivers. But yeah, we've mentioned this before, and this is kind of true, and I know it goes a little bit against what I said about getting caught. But if somebody were to film me doing something like that or being intimate with the wife or whatever, that wouldn't bother me as much because that shouldn't happen. If somebody's,
Secretly
hacking
filming
something,
you.
yeah, if
Yeah.
it's like you're at some sort of, I'm just throwing out Airbnb, something like that, and they film it.
Yeah, you're a victim.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's it. It's like, well, what am I going to do there? I had no idea that was being on camera.
Oh.
Half-Ass Morning Show, 93X.
All right, all this masturbation talk that Josh started.
I didn't start it. We got a genius idea out of Hot Cocoa Jesus. We were saying how awful it would be if you got caught by a kid, right? Your kid.
By your own.
Well, really any kid.
Oh, God.
But she said, if you do get caught by your kid, all you got to do is just tell them they didn't turn out right, so you're trying again.
We'll try to fire another one up here real
We're
quick.
just trying to.
Perfect.
We got to improve things around here.
Sexy garbage man Jesus texted in to say, instead of masturbation, I just treat my wife like my pinky toe. I bang her on all the furniture in the house. We got to get going again. We do. It's come time for us to venture out onto the surface of Mars with the rest of us. Obviously, this here is it's going to make for a good weekend to just sit your carcass down on the sofa and stare at a television screen. What are you watching on television this weekend, Josh?
The Pit. I'll be watching The Pit, I think.
There's a new episode of Grey's Anatomy tonight.
Today. Not a Grey's
Is it
Anatomy.
2005?
No, that's still around.
I know it
never
is, but it's just crazy how long it's been going on.
Probably A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Do you watch Abbott Elementary, Josh?
No, I've watched a couple episodes. It was very funny. I don't know why I haven't gone back.
Yeah, they just came out with their new season. Well, they release one every week, but it's really great.
Animal Control. So that's what those are the ones I'll be watching.
I heard that's funny, and
Who's
I do.
the main guy?
Hilarious.
Joel McHale.
Yeah, I love him.
Very funny.
The Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Yep.
Tell me if you agree with this. A new study says the more you binge watch, the lonelier you are.
Whatever. I wouldn't care. That would be so sweet to just have a day to sit on the couch and binge watch TV.
The TV shows are my friends. I don't need real friends.
Exactly.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
You don't feel
I'm hanging out with Noah Wiley this weekend.
You bet he'd be a cool hang.
I don't think there's ever been a time where especially if it's a good show, I'm sitting in front of Netflix for 5 hours and I'm like, man, I'm lonely.
You've never felt that way?
Nah.
I mean, it's usually like an activity with my wife, so I don't really watch anything without her. So
says here there's a
Good man.
direct link between binge watching and feelings of loneliness. But you guys don't think so?
No.
No, not really. I mean, the majority of the TV we watch is like late Friday and Saturday nights. So maybe we're
you
just
stay
not
up
doing
late,
it enough.
like 3, 4 in the
We
morning.
try and get the TV in when we can on the weekends.
These people should check out. There's a lot of different sites or whatever that you can go to and like talk about the TV show that you're watching. Like currently, other people that are binge watching it.
Oh boy.
There was, I think it was. Well, yeah, it was last year. There was a TV show that came out. Oh gosh, it was really good. It was about like the end of the world. I'm completely blanking on what it was,
I
but
wouldn't have a clue.
Oh, the one where they're living in an underground town?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, that was so great. And I was in like a little group on Twitter where we were talking about
You friggin' dork.
Is it Fallout?
No. Oh, I can't remember. I bet you watched it too, Josh, because it was really good.
Oh, the
and
one
up your
on
alley.
Hulu?
James Marsden is the president of that underground town.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, we had like a little group where we talked about the show. It was awesome. I loved it.
Josh and Ashley, when you guys finish a show and you have no new episodes to watch, you get kind of sad.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I do too. It's almost kind of like oh, I miss my friends now.
Yeah, I get pre-sad about it. Like, I'll look ahead and be like, oh, there's only 6 episodes? Man, this is going to suck.
All right, so the show's called Paradise.
There
Yes.
it is.
That was okay.
Oh, really? I loved it.
I thought it was a cool concept. They didn't execute it very well.
I brought this up to Ashley and I blew her mind. Something my wife noticed. If you watch Designated Survivor with Kiefer Sutherland, the guy that likes to beat up rideshare drivers.
Yeah.
If you watch that, it's the White House is the same in Paradise.
Yeah.
And it makes I think they're the same
Oh.
network. It's
Oh,
the exact
wow.
it's the same set.
Just reusing the set?
I
Yeah.
love when they do stuff like that.
Same exact set.
Well, you guys all seem to love your television viewing. But for some, it says here that whole one more episode type moment in your life where you've watched like 17 in a row and you're going to squeeze one more in before the sun comes up. They say that isn't just about entertainment. It's a coping mechanism
Oh, whatever.
for isolation.
Who cares? There's so many good TV shows out.
It's almost too many. It gets overwhelming at times.
No, there's not enough. I frequently run out of stuff to watch.
It says that a lot of binge watchers are also overeaters.
Yeah.
And then the next
I
morning
can
you take
agree
a
with that.
huge poop.
The worst is when you eat a bunch the night before, and then do you guys ever feel this way? Like your face almost feels like heavy the next day. Like it feels like your mouth is kind of sore from eating so much.
No.
You just kind of like feel it physically because I do.
We're
I'm
talking
a big
about-
eater, and I haven't felt that.
Oh God, yeah.
That's a side effect of overeating?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought maybe your face was coming loose from binge watching.
No.
You eat so much your face hurts?
Like yeah. And it just feels like I feel like I gained 15 pounds somehow.
Well, I'm happy to know that you guys all look at these 10, 11-hour television marathons. I'm glad that you get joy from it, and none of you are feeling isolated or lonely, because that sounds very sad.
Yeah, the closest would be you get kind of bummed out when a show's over.
Right.
You know. Do you guys watch Landman?
It's so good. Did they just come out with the last episode?
Yeah, so I'm kind of bummed that that's gone for a
Yeah,
while.
I might finally start season 2.
Yet.
Landman.
Screw you, Dana. Lucky.
So you've been watching Landman, Josh?
Yes. Yes.
What's your favorite part of Landman?
I love all of it.
Loves the omelet.
Humping eggs, cooked eggs.
He friggin' loves Landman. Josh, when you and your wife are watching these shows together, you said it's something you do with your wife.
Yes.
Are you sure you're not just creating background noise and storytelling to fill the silence in an empty home?
Oh, dude, I definitely do that.
Because that's also right here in this report.
You know what? Maybe subconsciously, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what would we. Let's say we're not going to watch TV. We could play Uno and she could beat me for the millionth time.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could sit there and really not know what to talk about, I suppose.
Yeah, that's awkward silence between your spouse. No, thank you. I love having the TV on for background noise, but ever since I had a baby, TV isn't great for them, some people say. So I try to keep the TV off during the day.
It's a wonderful babysitter.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. When he gets glimpses of it, he is all about it. And
Has he seen Landman?
No, I don't think he... No, that's an after-bed show.
Oh.
Yeah, he watches Hey Bear sensory videos, if anything. You'd really get a kick out of those. It's all black and white.
Bear sensory videos?
Yeah, it's called Hey Bear. That's what, like, the channel is. And it's like this little bear comes out and he goes, hello, everybody. And then there's, like, flying rainbows and teardrops falling.
This is baby television programming?
Yeah, it's super riveting.
It kind of sounds similar to dog TV.
Yeah, it is really similar.
You have dog TV?
Yep.
I also have that channel.
Ashley, is it something you want to watch back in your stoner days?
Maybe. Oh, now that might be fun. Yeah, that or Dancing Fruit is another program. I know there's a lot of parents out there who know what I'm talking about.
Be
right
careful.
Now.
Smoke some ganj, you watch this bear, next thing you know, you're running nude through the woods or something.
Take some acid.
Yeah, I don't know those shows anymore.
Dog TV.
Miss Rachel is, I hear so many good things about Miss Rachel.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of great things about her. Haven't tried that yet.
All right, let's go freeze our nuts off. What do you think, Josh?
It's a cold one. Before we go, our friend Beer and Pizza She's has texted in to say happy 11th birthday to her daughter, Addie, a.k.a. Makeup Over Makeup She's.
Half-assed morning show 93X.
Happy New Year, podcast pals. Dana here to give my daily love to everybody at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Just a quick brag, I'm a Smart Club member. And yeah, it's a big deal because when the polar vortex hits, your house will let you know real fast. That's why right now is honestly the best time to do comfort upgrades. Standard's running a ton of specials right now. Things like whole home humidifiers to fix that dry winter air, UV lights to help keep the air cleaner, and ERVs that bring in the fresh air without dumping the heat. Trust me, you will notice a difference in a big way. Be cozy this winter. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930. Online at standardheating.com.